But yeah.
Oh, I think I threw it off the table.
When that happens, it should appear on the table somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere under the table. No, it's never.
All right, who stole his red die?
Never to be seen again.
Oh, there it is. It's over. I see it. I see it.
Oh, it just crossed the entire table. Heather was sealing it. Thanks, Heather.
Is the table darkened for you guys as well?
Yes.
No,
Nope.
it looks okay to me.
You should see it. You should see it to like when it's over the area. It'll like dip down a little bit.
Hmm.
There it goes.
Yeah,
Alternatively, if you don't feel like screwing with that, you can just grab the die and hold it with left click and then tap the R key and it'll just randomly roll it and then let it go. What is it? No, wait. I'm sorry. It's just mouse. It's just mouse over it and then R.
Oh,
you don't need to pick it up. You just mouse over and yeah.
Oh, it's wait.
No, you're fine.
I keep losing it.
Yeah, see, that's a little bit of an easier way. And for times when you need to roll like 3 6-sided die, it's just left click and drag the 3 6-sided die is the same thing. Mouse over them, press R, or drag and drop them into the dice tower if you want to have fun. Let's see here. Search. Don't need the red bag. You will need the stuff in the gray bag, though. You see these two little bags over here?
Mm-hmm.
If you right-click the gray bag and select search, that'll have all of your debuffs that you'll be applying throughout the game. We'll walk through it as that happens. Most of them you don't need. They're kind of like nice to haves rather than need to haves. But for the most part, yeah, they're just an easier way of keeping track of when things happen. On your leveling sheet, the big one in the center, some of the items, like for instance, Raging Strikes, says it's got 2 little boxes next to it. Those are tickable, so you can actually like click them off.
Oh, these. Okay.
Also, we're level.
Or Mage's Ballad, for instance. Yeah.
40 now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, everybody's level 40 now. Like I explained in the Discord thing, it basically tells you exactly what to do right here on the sheet. The big things that you need to be most cognizant of is here on the in the lower right-hand corner of your area. Is these traits and other effects. Everything under level 30 plus and 40 plus are things that you can do.
Is there a way to get a top-down view of this, or because everything is like at like a steep angle?
Not directly.
You just have
It's
to
more
use your mouse.
just you can use scroll wheel to zoom in, or you can hold Alt over any item, and it'll like zoom it in full screen.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, I'm sharing my screen just to double check with everyone that this is what they see. Is that right, or is it just me on my end?
You might have a weird LUT set up.
Too.
Interesting.
Oh, you have it too, Arcana?
Yeah, it's dark like that for me as well.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Is it the same for you, Heather?
Lighter wood table.
Mine looks the same as it usually does.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Weird. I wonder why.
I mean, it is a. Yeah, it is a darker like leather, but.
Oh, there we go.
Right now, is that any better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Was it lighting down?
I
or
just
something?
reset the lighting thing.
Okay.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Everybody's sheet is going to be a little bit more washed out, but you'll get over it.
Oh, good.
So other things of note on the table for you, Maker, is on your little character thing in the center of the 2 dice towers here. First of all, This portion right here next to your portrait, that's just for like if you want to write any lore background for your character, you can write it in there. And this is your token. The little red thing. And those will come into play when we actually hit the table. Last but not least, actually, you know what? Let me clone this for you since this will actually be pretty helpful for you. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. We're gonna lock that. Now that's just like a list of everything that you can do on your turn. So it's kind of like a quick reference when we're doing combat. There's a couple on the table, but that way it's right there in front of you until you're a little bit more heads up to it. Oh, I never gave you a player book, did I? Well,
No.
crap. Wonderful way to run out of space on the table. Let me think. Okay, she gonna be tiny, but you're gonna have her on your thing. This is actually a really good way to show you this. Now, if you mouse over the player book, you're gonna see a little white square in the upper left corner of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you click that, it'll pop it out to the side of your screen. And then you can use the little numbered buttons on the side to go through it. Most of this is stuff that I've already explained to you, but, you know, quick reference, there it is. Or you can use the arrows on the side of the actual thing to change the pages without the pop-out. And then, of course, as usual, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Once you go through like the first couple of motions, it becomes really self-explanatory real easily. So
I say that now. You don't know me. Okay.
Oh yeah, you got this.
yeah, no, 100%. I've been teaching tabletop games to kids and adults for, well, probably going on 20 years. And trust me, this is the easiest game that I've probably been able to teach people. Like I said, the first, you're going to have a hard time for probably like the first hour, maybe even the first game. But after that, it's just getting into the groove of it all and understanding what everything does. And heads up, we're probably going to be staying level 40 for a while, so you can have time to get used to it. This game also levels up in increments rather than one by one, so you won't go from level 40 to 41. You're going to go from level 40 to level 50. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just give a look through everything, ask, and if you have any questions, now is the time.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, kind of read through the things, but
nobody cares.
I don't know.
Yeah, the biggest problems you're going to have with tabletop sim is freaking depth perception. It is the worst in this thing. Like, I wish there was a way I could set a lock to grid type of thing and actually set up a grid on these tables, but it doesn't have that option. Also, another problem that we've been having, this is not just going to be a you thing, is that we've all, even I am having this problem, is a tabletop sim problem where markers get placed on the table and they don't, you've got to pick up your tokens and put them on top of the markers. So it's kind of like remembering exactly where you were and stuff like that. Yeah. We never quite figured out how to do that.
Oh, are you like the area
here's an example.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So like something like this, like go ahead and put your token down somewhere, just anywhere.
Yeah.
And when I set this down, it just lays over it.
Yeah. So
There's
you
a
have to,
way
like,
to
move
make it
them,
like
right?
fall through it. Yeah, so we normally have to move it, and then you just put it right back where it was.
Yeah.
So,
Doo-doo.
and these do represent the big orange don't stand in the fire things, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in the MMO.
Mm-hmm.
So this doesn't pop up to my screen when I hover over it. I just to zoom in.
Yeah, you just have to zoom in on some things.
It'll be cool, Maker, to get your insight on like how FF14 tabletop is different from other systems you've tried. Like I know that you've said that you've done Dungeons and Dragons, was it?
Yeah, I do 5e.
Yeah. So it'd be cool
So
to
if you've
see
done
how similar it
5e,
is.
this is going to be cake. Like
Oh,
you
cool.
understand challenge ratings and all and
Yeah.
modifiers. So yeah, that it's
Yeah.
the hardest thing you're going to have to deal with is the whole primary and secondary actions thing. And once you figure that
what
out,
to use when,
it's
because
easy.
like a lot of times
Exactly.
in this gets a lot more specific about the things that you do and when you
Like your
do it.
combos or your
Yeah,
spells. Maybe?
so I still don't like as a player in Final Fantasy 14. I still don't understand my rotations.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I get into things and I'm like button mashing because I'm like I forget about everything I ever learned.
Right.
So anything that's related
Everybody, by the
to
way, sorry, everybody, by the way, real quick, take
Yeah.
a look at your new skill sheets because you do have new abilities, sort of level 40. So you know.
Oh, awesome.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Sorry, I just want to make sure everybody knew that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm seeing here on mine it says certain effects grant you conviction, and you can have up to 4 conviction at a given time. But I don't know what conviction does, and I don't see any abilities that give it.
Sheltron.
See, I'm
Where is
feeling the
Shelter?
same
Oh,
thing
okay.
as in game, where you get new abilities, and I'm like, no, I just got used to the one I was.
everything changes and you're like, what do I do now?
I know. I had my
Wait,
rotation.
Maker, was that what you were saying?
I think
like you're not used to your rotation.
Yeah, I just when things change and you're like, well, how does this fit? Like what-
Right.
Yeah, I gotta look through
yeah,
it.
Bard is really interesting because of the song mechanic and
Right, yeah.
the difference between ranged and just. I'm sorry, they've got a flurry keyword now in theirs, which like it's kind of like for the rest of you, the combo ability. Theirs is called flurry. Like they use one ability and then they can do another ability that has the flurry keyword instead of like a combo action. So they don't have to follow the same combo every time. They can start with heavy shot, then go to straight shot, or then go to heavy shot, then this shot or whatever. So
Yeah, that's where I'm like, what's
I
the
think
best
straight
way to
shot
do
is the only
that?
one that you've currently got right now.
Oops. Yeah, I've got heavy shot, straight shot. Oh god. But then it's kind of
Well, and then on the, like
vague
your
about what
second
that.
turn, what it sounds to me like what you would probably want to do is start off with venomous bite, wind bite,
Mm-hmm.
and that does the same enabling arrow flurry, which allows you to go from venomous bite, wind bite to straight shot. And then on every turn after that, heavy shot, straight shot. Because you want to get that dot on as soon as possible. And then, you know.
Yeah, what's the dot? Yeah, I was like dot 4.
That means how much
damage over time.
Yeah.
Like the acronym.
Oh, damage over time. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even get a dot. Okay.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. They take a lot of the the MMO jargon that you'll learn in the game,
That you
and then they
don't
just
know,
apply it. Yeah. So you'll definitely get it, and we'll go over it. That's funny. I was like, oh, dot. What are they talking about? I was like, oh, the MMO. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't play a tank, you have no idea what enmity is.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah.
but
I
it's
am
absolutely
the-
a thing in this
yeah.
game.
And I
Wait,
see
what? Oh, sorry. I have a question. Whenever.
Uh-huh. Oh, it
Uh,
says grants Hawkeye. That's increases your direct hit ratio. Or
What that does, okay, so heavier shot there, if you look under the base effect of heavy shot, if you roll a 15 or higher,
right.
you get heavier shot, which grants Hawkeye. Now, you can, when you're under the effect of Hawkeye, you can use wide volley. See the condition under wide volley?
Yeah. Okay, under the effect of Hawkeye, you can use. Okay, so that lasts for one turn. Like the next turn can
Yep.
be wide volley.
Believe so.
Because
Let me
it's a
see
primary.
here.
Unless you can, if you get two primaries, then you could do heavy shot. You get
Oh, yeah.
15,
Yeah,
and then you
it
get
depends on,
Hawkeye,
like I was
and
saying.
then
Right. Yeah,
you
it
can
just
do wide
depends on
volley.
how you end up doing your move. With Bard, I think, let me make sure. It doesn't grant, it's not a flurry ability, so it would last till probably till you use it, I would think. Yep, until you use it. So you could do heavy shot and then just kind of like bank Hawkeye until you used wide volley. And once you use wide volley, then the Hawkeye goes
then
away.
Hawkeye go. Okay.
It's like an additional resource instead of, costing something else. But it's, again, you can only do one primary action on a turn unless period. Unless it like says something otherwise, like in your case, heavy shot, straight shot, or venomous bite, wind bite, straight shot, et cetera, et cetera.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Yes, you're right.
So I have regen. I don't think I had regen before. I think that's a new one. And it says grants the target revivify ×3, which I don't know what that is.
At the start of, is either at the start of or at the end of their turn, they heal for 3 points.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
I want to say. Let me 100% look on that.
Yeah, revivify.
Where are the
3.
statuses?
3. That seems small, doesn't it?
It does seem small.
3
So
HP per turn?
Basically per turn. It's basically a dot just in reverse.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Here's another from
recover X
Not bad.
HP. Yeah, recover 3 HP at the end of the enemy at the end of the adventurer step.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's like 3 turns or 3 adventure steps, that's like 9 HP total?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just over
No,
time.
really?
No. It stays, period.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't go away until it's overwritten. Or until a new phase starts.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
well,
there's that whole phase thing when everything goes away. It's 3 hit points at the end of every adventure step until they either die or it gets replaced by something better or there's a phase change in the fight.
Okay, that.
Damn,
is
that's
to
good.
know.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just cast that on all of you guys. Like,
Right.
start of all the battle. I mean, some of you guys have a lot of HP though. 3. I don't know how much 3 is going to make a difference, but
You should probably actually hang on to that H, and then
yeah.
as necessary, you can just right click the Revivify and clone it and hand that out to players.
Okay, got it.
And then the X there, you guys can just put a 6-sided die on the number 3 so you guys know.
Oh, got it. Okay. Alrighty.
Oh.
Or Kenna, any questions about your new stuff?
I'm highly medicated, so I'm gonna get it wrong and give you questions the whole frickin' time. Just
Fair enough.
FYI.
I think
love
your
that.
big thing is pet stuff.
Yeah, for me, that seems to be the only thing that changed is pet stuff. Everything else looks to be about the same.
Yeah.
Because I think you have a frit and all
Oh,
that
I
now,
think you
right?
got Pain Flare. You got Pain Flare now. You got a new spell, a new instant. And you got Resurrection now. You can res people.
Oh, I didn't realize that was level 40 only.
It's yeah, in the actual game it's not. It's level I think 12 or something like that.
Because I'm pretty
It
sure
might be earlier. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used Fester in one of our previous encounters.
Yes. I think I recall that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember you having resurrection last time.
I did.
You did? Oh, okay.
I don't remember us having to need it because you guys kept being stupid and not dying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
See
got-
Darn
here.
us.
Does it just go?
Yep, these ones actually roll better than the previous ones, which is the reason why I swapped these ones out.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. I got my nat 1 out of the way, guys.
Oh,
Hey, there you
Good.
go.
Good to get it out of the way now.
It's so
Yeah.
funny being on Instagram. Like Heather's always tagging like the stories or what are those memes? Like Heather that you put in your
tabletop stuff.
yeah, because Heather now understands tabletop role playing jokes and she's like she just puts it in her stories. It's so funny.
That's awesome.
Like I know what this means.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm a part of the joke now.
exactly. I get it. I
That
get it.
reference?
Yeah, like Nat 1
Yeah, the
references
Captain
or
America
something.
meme. I understood that reference.
I don't know what that reference is.
From
Captain
Avengers.
America. Oh, I didn't watch it. Okay.
Oh
Well,
man.
now I'm out of the loop.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, are you kidding
Now
me?
I'm out of the
Is
loop.
that a sentence?
I'm gonna
you just
need.
said?
I'm gonna
I
need.
did. I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna need your
sorry.
nerd card turned in by the end of the day.
I'm confused. Did you miss out on all of Marvel or?
I watched like Iron Man, and then
Yeah, that was me for a while.
that's about it.
I was like, Iron Man
Oh.
was awesome.
Yeah,
I got into Spider-Man for a while. And
I saw
then
the-
I kind
yeah,
of
I saw
backed my
Spider-Man.
way into some of the other ones, but it wasn't
There's
my
just so many.
It wasn't my priority.
There are a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah,
There are a
There's
lot.
so many. Where do you start? I have no
It's
idea.
like,
Well,
you know,
Iron
oh,
Man. I can give you a timeline.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we found. Tom and I found like a watch it in this order, and we did the
Yes.
whole thing.
wow.
Oh, well, that's cool. It was worth it.
There's a
Like,
few of
all-
them you can
went through all the
skip.
different
Like
movies?
I would actually
Yeah.
recommend you skipping a few of them because they're just terrible movies and they're
Mhm.
not required viewing.
Yeah, Fantastic
Um,
Four.
Like what?
I haven't seen it yet,
know.
but we'll see.
I didn't like any of
I'm
the
very
Hulk ones.
worried.
Wait,
Mm.
which?
I
Oh,
don't-
Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah, that one was
optimistic about
weird.
it. I'm optimistic about it because
Oh no, the old one.
we'll
old
see.
one.
the old
I'm
one was
really
terrible.
interested to see how they bring them into the Marvel Cinematic Universe because they're not. The Fantastic Four are not going to be from from Robert Downey Jr.'s Earth, if that makes sense. They're from a
Mhm.
different multiverse Earth.
Right, right.
And
Oh, they have a
supposedly by the
multiverse.
end of the movie, they're bringing them to the universe that we all know from the movies. So we'll find
okay.
out. Don't know how yet, but
Gotcha.
Oh, so that's how they.
because they're setting up for the. Yeah, well, they haven't
Mm.
explained it yet because the movie's not out, but we know they're coming because
Oh, okay.
reasons. Like Avengers Doomsday had all of their names already set up, and it's supposed to be the next big Avengers movie. So we'll
Oh
see.
wow. Okay. That's cool.
Tell me when to push record.
All
Tim.
right,
Yeah.
whenever you're ready. Just got that burp out of the way. I'm good now.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie. Now, before we begin, This portion of the story takes place during the period where Legatus Gaius van Belsar, our favorite Gaius of all the Gaiuses, has begun working to complete the Ultimo weapon. It's been about, I'd say, close to a month since the Black Brush situation. During that time, Oliver and the crew have grown a bit in size, including even a cute little adorable red-haired girl and her crazy only talks to her panda that's always on her shoulder. TLDR, the crew's all together. That said, of course, during shore leave time, everybody kind of goes on their little off adventures and what have you, and tries to make a little bit of extra coin on the side so the ship can stay on the water. For anybody who doesn't know anything about being a pirate or a privateer, shall we say, keeping a ship on the water ain't cheap. Sometimes it takes big contracts, and if you can't get those big contracts, you got to take a whole bunch of smaller ones, and not all of those are cost effective to just load up 10 crates of oranges and do a 10-day trip to deliver them for a minor fee. So the team splits up and goes out on their adventures. Oliver, having already gotten used to Gariantaru, Cirilla, and Arcana's combat abilities, decided she was going to call dibs on them, as well as wanted to test out the new bard, our very own Val. It wasn't a request. It was a command. At least that's what Poger tells everybody. So the 5 of you set out to back to Ul'dah, because you're familiar with the area. You spent a lot of time out there just adventuring. And for some reason, somebody wanted to go out there and agreed to drop you off on the way. I'm not saying Jenny's name or anything, but she has business to attend to just north of Ul'dah.
Okay.
That doesn't rhyme with boring.
No.
Not at all.
So you all have, well, it was good to see you. Remember where I'm at. Okay. Footsore and thirsty, you step into the common room of the Quicksand, Uldah's premier tavern and local branch of the Adventurers Guild. The place bustles with activity, and adventurers laugh, shout, and sing in every nook and alcove. A puffed-up Lalafell stands atop the central table, reciting a tale of their heroism and bravery, while a few tables over, a group of tipsy Makote engage in a lively game of cards. While you all stand surveying the scene, Momodi once again strides up to greet you. Well, I see we've reached some local celebrities in our midst. You lot are on everyone's lips as of late, and tales of your exploits have been making the rounds. I'd say you look like you could use a drink and a good night's rest, but I doubt you'll have a new job knocking at you. But I don't doubt you'll have a new job knocking at your door before the morning's bell. Speaking of jobs, looks like one just waltzed in through my front door. You follow Momodi's gaze and see a man in an Immortal Flames uniform stepping through the tavern's entrance. He scans the room, and after spotting you, he quickly rushes over to Oliver. Pardon me for interrupting, Captain. My name is Swift, Flame Commander. I come on behalf of a potential employer who is most eager to meet you. Would you mind accompanying me to the Hall of Flames?
Yes.
Oh, is this just Oliver or the entire gang?
Well, that you all are together, like
Okay.
at the same table, standing together or whatever. But he recognizes that she's the captain, and as military etiquette would command, he's going to refer to the superior officer of the area. So,
Right.
Yeah, sounds like a job.
I downed the rest of the drink that Momodi handed us and
Yeah, same.
head on the way. Don't want to be rude.
I think I've seen Swift around. That name sounds familiar.
You have.
I guarantee you, if you go to log
Using
into
it
the
in
game
old
right
time.
now and head over to the Flame Commander, the
Mhm.
Flames area, there's gonna be an
Oh,
NPC named Flame General Smith. Like
Yep.
they
Oh, that's fun.
do that. Like we found that out with Warren.
Oh, right.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
there
that's
is.
awesome.
Actually,
I think he's a triple triad
I think so
card
too.
holder too.
Oh, a
Yep.
triple triad card. Oh, cool.
He's also the one
Flame
that
Commander Swift.
that does the tells you to go to like Dismail, Darkhold, and Arum Vale if you're part of the Flames.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's why
he's the one. If you go if you're part of the Flames, and
Yeah.
you go to turn in your Grand Company seals you turn in your crap for GC seals. He's the one standing right off to the side. I think you actually talked to him during the
Oh.
MSQ right
MSQ,
before you
mhm.
get your Chocobo.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Yeah, I think you're right. That's why I recognize the name. Okay. So we're headed off to.
Yep, my little Chocobos. Yep.
We're headed off to the halls.
So yeah,
Tim.
heads off to the Halls of Flames. Get back to where I was. Flame Commander Swift leads you out to the Hall of Flames, where a young soldier has been posted to wait for your arrival. After after a nice greeting, he words are hard, okay? He swiftly ushers you into a well-appointed meeting room where a heavily muscled giant of a man appears to have been waiting for you. I am not doing this voice because I would
Oh,
not
good.
do it justice.
Mhm.
I thank you for meeting with me on such short notice. I am Ralbon Alden, Flame General.
You didn't want to do his voice?
Word of your... Shut up, Cirilla. And he punches Cirilla in the face and Cirilla dies.
the end.
The end.
Roll credits. Word of your considerable exploits has reached me, and thus I have a task I would entrust to you. My scouts report suspicious activity behind Imperial lines in northern Thanalan, and I would like you to investigate the matter, ascertain to what ends they plot, then report back to me with your findings. This task would normally fall to our camp at Camp Blue Frog, but recent troubles have left them with their hands tied. May I count on your assistance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Let's do it.
Yeah, he's asking the captain.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Really,
I would
sure.
assume she probably
Yeah, keep
looks
on
over.
jumping.
I mean, technically, if she says yes, that's the answer he's going to accept. But we're talking about Oliver here, so she's probably gonna look around everywhere and be like, "What do you guys think? Should we do it, or should we tell this guy to bone off?"
off, eh?
I would not tell Robon Alden to bone off. Like, being intact and not
Don't
made
worry,
out
we
of
did.
gold.
Especially while he still has both arms.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Spoilers for anybody who hasn't finished ARR
Spoiler
yet.
Because yeah, this does happen way back when. We're not even at the end of ARR yet. So.
Mhm.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to the first primal fight.
Well,
alert.
we have. You guys just missed it,
Yeah.
Really?
but we'll see.
No.
But
Okay.
you're nothing more than a normal adventurer. You think you get to fight a primal?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do you want to fight a primal?
Well, of course.
Not yet.
But not
How
yet.
Are you
Give us
sure?
10 levels. Give us 10 levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Unsynced.
you want to
That'll
fight a
be
primal? Perhaps a Fritz Morgan. I have them both right here, right on the board. They're really funny, and you'll kill you in the face.
Yeah.
I
I think we die
Flame
Yeah,
instantly.
no, absolutely. If you want to, I have them right here in front of me. Just
Point of
saying.
order. According to my skills, I've already beaten Ifrit,
Mhm.
Titan,
Oh.
and Garuda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I would have been in one of those flames parties that they keep sending out against Ifrit.
You were one of the
Survivors.
one of the duty support NPCs for the Warrior of Light.
Yep.
That's
Perfect.
Because I went from having like Ruby Carbuncle to
Nobody tell
yeah.
nobody tell Arcana that they actually just got a bunch of they just got a bunch of primals off of Wish.com. And that's actually what
Oh my
Arcana
God.
thought. That's why they're so little. And they don't
Uh-huh.
quite look right.
Mm.
The little Iggies.
What are they called again?
The Eggies? Yeah, Eggies.
Eggies,
okay.
edgies, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, if it's
So how do
GIF, then it's edgy.
Were we where are we meeting again? Are we going
Camp
straight
Blue
to
Frog.
Northern Dan?
Yeah, up to the
Yeah, you're gonna be
camp.
going to Camp Blue Frog.
Yeah.
Veldon hands you a bottle. Wait, let me grab it. Where's it at? Item bags. I don't know where it went. There we are. Search. Here we go. That's not it. Pay no attention to that. That's what I wanted. Hand you a bottle of company-issued tonic. Whoever wants, you can hang on to that. This card here in front of the Game Master screen has basic descriptions of what everything is. This is basically a revive.
Okay.
It's if the healers go down or Arcana doesn't have enough or they don't have enough MP, you can use this. So
Okay.
there you go. And it restores a D6 plus 3 hit points.
So it's like a
Nice.
Phoenix down.
Kinda, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Kinda. Alright, so Cirilla, Val, or 8-bit, who wants to take it?
Maybe does Val have any of the items yet? Like the potions and stuff that we got last time, or is he out?
He doesn't have any items right now.
I'd say he could take it.
Is Val?
Nope, just like
wait,
coming into repo 2 weeks later, you don't have anything with
All right.
renters.
Like all of a sudden, everybody's OP, and I'm like, I don't have.
Oh yeah. What level?
I
What level are
literally
you,
asked.
Val?
I literally asked Heather, "What happened? I was gone 2 weeks, and like you guys are like tearing up the place."
I know.
Mhm.
So funny.
Busy, you know?
I think last
Oh,
session
yeah.
we were on like level 60. It was,
Oh my
Yeah, that's
god.
That's what happens when Heather and Tom spend 95 hours a day playing repo.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
but quick question, Val, are you level 30 or 40?
40.
40,
Yeah,
they're
okay,
level
so she
40,
was
yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't going to be that mean. That would be gangster as hell. I'm not gonna
just-
do that.
I mean, we
the
might as well
intern.
just give this to Val, like just so that you have an item, because we already have potions, so
Yeah.
you can take this.
Okay. All right.
And you don't have to use it on you. Like you, at some point, using an item does require a primary action. However, so does using an item on somebody else or giving somebody else an item. So, like, if Cirilla wanted to give you a potion, Cirilla could do that as a part of their primary action.
Hmm.
And if they fall, if Darian Taru falls on the battlefield, which is probably going to happen, let's be honest, then you can rush over there and pry open his jaw and pour the tonic down his mouth. You know,
Mhm, mhm.
And that's a primary action.
correct? Yes.
Mhm.
So it has to be your turn.
Question about items in other people's bags though. Like if he goes down and the healers are down and we need to revive somebody, can we use an action? So we can't use an action to go and get it out of his bag.
I would allow it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why it would be a primary action, but yeah,
Okay.
because you'd have to have enough movement to get over there, and then a primary action to get the item. That doesn't include using the item,
Using it.
though.
Yeah, that'd be the next round. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Okay. That's fair.
So where were we?
So he gave you that, and he was like, "Okay, so what are you still doing here?"
Aye, aye.
He thanks you and says, "You know, as soon as you figure out what's going on, Please pray return to the flames, sands thing, flame, the house of fire,
Right.
waking sands, and yeah,
Quicksand.
we'll see you then.
Yeah. The
He
quick,
wants you to come back to the Hall of Flame or whatever the crap it's called.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
quaking.
report to him upon finding out anything else. And luckily, since you guys are level 40 and not complete noobs, you don't have to travel all the way to Camp Blue Frog. You can just teleport.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got our
nice.
we got our etherite.
Because teleporting is
access.
absolutely a thing in this game.
I only have 3 gil though.
You've got
Like,
more
is it-
than me.
You guys have a
Are they gonna-
total. It's in the Discord. It's in our little private DM thing that we have. A little bit
Mhm.
ways up. I'll have to find it again, but you guys do have a pool of gil available to you that can be spent on things. I asked you
Oh.
guys if you wanted to buy anything before this session, but nobody did. So
Yeah, we
sorry
were-
for your luck.
We're
Oh,
holding
wow.
out to it because remember it was like potions and stuff in there that were we had a
Oh,
price
I
list on
remember
it.
that. Oh yeah, that was.
Was that pinned?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay. Let's scroll. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a sheet there with all the stuff in it.
Okay.
Tinctures and ethers and potions.
Oh my.
Oh, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, we're
Oh, I
like a
remember
potion
this.
costs 1 gil and high potions cost 2, etc., etc.
Okay, perfect.
And that's just in an average price. That does change depending on where you are and how readily available said items are.
Okay. Oh, cool.
So like you might go to an area where, for instance, a potion may cost 2 or 3 gil because there's not many of them. Supply and demand is absolutely a thing in this game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Which is where crafting comes into play, and we'll go into that in between sessions, between this session and next session. It's something you normally do in between adventures, not sessions, but we'll talk about it in between sessions so that you guys can spend in between the next 2 adventures doing some downtime crafting, whether that be armor or if you want to do alchemy and make potions and stuff like that, or do culinarian and make picnic sets, and it's really fun.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys teleport out to Camp Blue Frog. When you arrive there, you find the outpost is a hive of activity. Couriers rush hither and thither. That is actually what it says, and I hate it. Carrying messages and supplies. The grim-looking soldiers sharpen weapons and buckles on armor. A uniformed Rovidan man stands surveying the chaos and barking orders, his voice straining to be heard over the din. Make haste! We must reinforce our comrades at once, lest Camp Blue Frog be overrun. You there, adventurers! Your timing could not be more fortuitous. We find ourselves beset on all sides by swarms of slaving monsters, and skilled fighters such as yourselves are in precious short supply. If you have time to spare, your assistance would be greatly appreciated. It appears as that the garrison is preparing for battle, and from the sound of it, they could use a hand exterminating the ferocious monsters threatening the camp.
All right.
Cool. Let's do it.
Let's get in it.
Alrighty.
You hurriedly depart Camp Blue Frog to join the embattled defenders. It's not long before you spot a knot of soldiers locked into fierce combat with a horde of wild-eyed monsters. Though the garrison troops are resisting bravely, you can see that they are heavily outnumbered and many already sport vicious wounds. 7 hells, they're breaking through! Someone stop them before they get inside the walls! As the soldier shouts, you see 3 basilisks smash their way through the allies' lines. The scaleskins break into a madcap scuttle, and you realize you're the only things standing between them and Camp Blue Frog.
All right, let's mount up on our GOOOOOs. Wall.
Nice. I got that reference.
I understood that reference.
Mm-hmm.
What does the
In
40
hindsight, I wish
indicate?
I would have been there for that reference.
Near Basilisk?
That's just the level.
Oh, that's oh, okay. All right.
Okay, let's see here. You all have a specific starting area that you can play in, or that you can start out in. And I'm just setting these here to show you where that starting area is. So don't set down your tokens quite yet. So yeah,
Okay.
basically these 8 squares right here.
Okay.
Now, since we've added, since this is a new adventure and we've added a new party member, we have to reassign turn order. As I explained in the Discord message earlier, in the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop game, there's no initiative like in Dungeons and Dragons. It goes adventurers go first, then the bad guys, lather, rinse, repeat, and you choose what order you guys go in.
Mm-hmm.
So now, including Thou, I need to know who's going when.
I feel like I
Okay.
should still go last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I should still go
Yeah.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could follow after Dar. Because I'm close range as well.
Okay. Val, do you want me to take next, or do you want to go?
Well, actually,
I-
because doesn't Bard have like buffs?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, right. Maybe you should go first, maybe.
Maybe not like
So
for the tank, but then he can like buff your attacks.
Oh, true. Okay, maybe before me.
That's a good call, yeah.
Where
Good thinking.
is-
but there's only I can only use them infrequently, so it's not like every battle we can do that I'll have this. It's like once per.
Right.
Most of these buffs are once per phase. So
Let's see.
if we're in a
Oh.
Well, once per
a-
phase, this is a 1-phase fight. And every
Okay.
fight, all of your skills will reset. So don't worry about like you can only use it once per session or once per
Yeah.
adventure. Like the only things that are like that are going to be your limit breaks, and you don't get to choose those until I say so.
Yeah.
So anything like your song abilities, that's like, for instance,
Yeah, I guess
So
if you're only
the-
casting it once.
like Army's
then-
Payon, you can
Yeah.
absolutely use that at the beginning.
Okay. And then the minstrel's refrain, it says grants the song effect of a single song ability of your choosing if you already use it. So is that available once per phase as well?
Nope, you can use that over and over. So
that I
like you
could-
can use Army's Payon and check it off because you've already
Yeah.
used it once per phase. Then
Yeah.
you could use Mage's Ballad, check it off because you can only use it once per phase. Then you use Minstrel's Refrain and use one of those two again.
Okay.
And then you just keep using Minstrel's Refrain, but you have to have already played it at least once in order to use Minstrel's Refrain on it, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay,
Right.
yeah.
You have to have already used Army's Payon once in order to Minstrel's Refrain into Army's Payon again.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then you can just keep doing Army's Payon over and over and over again if you wanted.
And that's a primary action that lasts till my next turn.
Those are song abilities and can only be used after resolving a bard song. And that
which
is one of your
is-
traits. So at the start of your turn, you can choose one of your song abilities. It's the lower right-hand corner of your traits and features.
Okay, okay,
Secondary,
yeah.
Primary traits and features. Oh, that's on.
Yeah, that's a whole card over here that has just your traits and features, and there's also another one on your actual sheet that you have there. The one that's just your traits and features right below your dice tower actually has the little ticks just in case you actually can only use it a certain time.
Oh, wait, which color is this card?
This one here. The
Oh, okay, it's off the bottom of my screen. Sorry. Okay. Start your turn, you may use one song ability marked with a song as a free action. Song effects are removed at the start of your next turn.
Okay, so
if
yeah,
I
so
do
basically you have
Bard's
to
song.
keep re-upping your songs each turn, basically.
Yep, and they're free actions, so that's actually pretty neato cheeto.
Mm-hmm.
So Bard song's required for the Army's Paean.
Right. Yeah,
Correct.
so like you would use Army's Paean, and then the next turn, Army's Paean would go away. So if you wanted to use it again, you'd use that minstrel's refrain to
Right.
reapply the effect.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. So that's just stating that it's a trait. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not an extra thing. It's just stating that it's a trait.
Right.
Okay.
And so since it's the start of your turn, it might be better for you to go first.
Mm-hmm. So this, that's
Right.
55
Almost
plus.
gonna
Okay,
attack
so
me.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will use Army's Paean.
So you are going first?
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody voted
Okay.
and they said I would go first. And so going first, I will grant
Hang
the
on a sec, I'm
following
just making
effect.
notes of it real quick.
All
Okay.
allies may re-roll a single d20 that landed on a 3 or lower when making an ability check.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Mhm.
So it's not an attack, but if you need to jump over something or use
If
some
you
sort of
roll less than
skill.
a 3, you can. If you roll less than a 3 on something, you can roll it again,
Yep.
But not a
or
not,
a 3 or
not an
less rather.
including attacks, because it says ability check.
Yeah, those are ability checks.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
your
attacks
primary
are ability
abilities. Yeah, your primary abilities.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I get
Yeah,
confused. D&D
it's
terms are.
yes.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
and so that's just a feat. So
Yep, that's just a free action.
so
Now you
I-
can move if you wish, or you can focus. Which gives, if you focus, you get to use 2 secondaries.
Okay.
You do have to declare it though, otherwise I assume you make a standard roll action or a standard move action.
Okay, so no, I'm not gonna do focus. I'm gonna move. Let's see. Can I move through characters? Is that okay?
Yes. Only
And
through
You can always
allies.
move. Yes, you can move through friendly characters. That's fine, but
Okay.
not bad guys.
Right. Okay, and I get how many squares? 3?
5.
Yeah, it says on your little red sheet at the top that your speed is 5 squares.
Oh, that was too far, too fast.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what speed is.
And that is 3 by 3. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna do venomous bite, wind bite, and I'm going to.
Okay, who are you
Let me
targeting?
move first. Let me. I'm gonna move. 1, 2. No. And this is it's not diagonally, is it? Or is it diagonals okay?
You can, yeah.
No.
You can move diagonals too, yes.
Oh, you can.
As long as you're not moving through an enemy, you can move through diagonals.
Yep.
Let's see how many. This is. Oh, it's 10 squares, so I don't really.
Yeah, this is an
Yeah.
8 by 8 grid, so you can pretty much target anything on the board.
Okay.
These first lower fights are definitely smaller maps.
Okay.
Trust me,
then
they
I'm
get
gonna-
bigger.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Since I got 10 squares, and I'm gonna target the left creature.
Left, they actually have little shapes on them.
Yeah.
So the triangle.
Triangle, yeah.
The tab does
Okay,
the
cool.
does the little ping icon.
Oh,
if you
okay.
hover over and do tab.
So D20.
So yeah, in order to make the attack, if you're using venomous bite, so you'll make a dex check, or you make a dex,
Bless you.
dex check, which is a d20 plus 4, because your dex bonus is
Okay, so that's
4.
an 8. That's not great.
And it's this challenge rating is against the target's defense, which is it's not a 1, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So what that means is you do get the effect, you do get the base effect, but you do
Mhm.
not get the direct
Yeah.
hit effect.
Okay. So that is 1d6 damage.
But no, it's not.
Yeah, just the base effect. So it's just the dot.
Yeah, the direct hit is what you
Oh.
don't get because you didn't meet the number. You just get the base
okay,
effect,
I'm
not the
reading-
direct hit.
Okay. Okay.
So this is where you take your status effect marker for venomous bite here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would place that on the bad guy who now has venomous bite,
Okay, so every turn he takes, he
so
gets
that we
4
keep track of who that
damage.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And that also enables arrow flurry, so now you can use a flurry ability.
Oh.
But only once per turn.
That's. Explain arrow flurry again. That's just.
Do you see the keywords where, like, next to heavy shot it says primary physical ranged flurry,
Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
whereas wide
Oh.
volley is just primary physical ranged? Yeah, you're looking for that flurry keyword. If it has the flurry keyword, you can use it with arrow flurry.
Okay, but then a lot of these require Hawk's Eye. So the only one
You
that
can
has
use
a
heavy
flurry
shot
is.
or straight
Yeah.
shot.
Okay, so I'm gonna do heavy
Well,
shot.
you can only use heavy shot, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can only use
Good.
heavy shot because I don't have Hawk's Eye.
Ox eye, right.
So that's another 20. Get you out of here.
Whoop.
Oh no! Where-
So close.
no, so close.
I mean, it did roll a 16 if you want to use that.
Like
More.
doggone it! Come on.
Got it.
I'm just gonna roll on the table if this doesn't work.
Really like these dice towers, by the way. The new
Mhm.
ones. They look good.
Yeah, that's cool.
It made it through with.
Yay!
Oh,
With
yeah.
such a sad day. So 6 total.
Should have
But
kept
you
the
still
16.
get the base effect, so it does an additional 2 damage. But it doesn't get the Hawkeye proc, so sadness. But you did do 2 damage, so that's nice. And now you can do, since you didn't move, you technically can do 2 secondary abilities if you wish.
Okay, only have.
Isn't it 2 primaries?
Nope, it's secondaries. If you look at the cheat sheet, it's focus only gives you 2 secondary actions. We were doing it
so
wrong.
I have 2 secondary abilities. Raging Strikes is something I should do ahead of my turn. Your primary abilities deal additional damage, so and I already did Warden's Paean. No, I did Army's Paean. So Warden's Paean. Nobody's sick or suffering, so
Yeah, we're.
that doesn't help anybody. So
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, doesn't it get the next time somebody is sick or suffering?
No,
bank that?
it's a.
No.
You use it when they're sick or suffering. It's like
Yeah.
like a Suna basically.
I thought it was
So-
worded differently here.
No, this just says removes a single enfeeblement if the target is
Oh.
not suffering from any enfeeblements. It grants them the Warden's Paean. And
Yeah. So what is
What?
the grant of the Warden's Paean?
it grants it. That's
Warden's Paeon, if they're under the effect, removes the next enfeeblement inflicted. Oh, that's,
the next, so I can protect somebody. from
yeah.
enfeeblement.
So it's like a
That's
shield
even
against
good.
Yeah, so the
enfeeblement.
next time they would take it.
Okay, that's pretty
so
cool.
I'm gonna give that to Oliver, our healer.
Okay, you should have a marker for that as well in your gray bag.
Okay.
So just right click it and then just give her that little icon thing.
Oh, where it
don't.
went. Did you see it? Did it fall? Got it? Okay.
This here, so don't forget.
And then
And if anything looks too small for you, like those markers are kind of freaking tiny and I hate it, then you can use the plus and minus keys to make them bigger.
Scale them up,
Okay.
yep. Same thing with your dice, too, if you want bigger dice.
I'm just gonna make it as big as the table. Sorry. Intrusive thought.
I will punch you. Valvon appears out of nowhere, punches Heather in the face, and she dies.
When we were using this for playing D&D, I took a dice, one of the D20, and just made it gigantic, and that was the punishment dice. So if somebody did something bad, that dice came out on the table. It was like a basketball sized.
That's
Why do you have to give me ideas?
yeah.
Nobody appreciates it. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't think anybody else does. I make sure that since that's a once per phase ability, you put the little tick next to it on your sheet thing.
you're talking about the Paeon?
The Warden's Paeon,
Yeah.
and Darby's Paeon for that matter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
You just
Just click in the little box next
yeah,
to
the
it.
little white box. You can just click in it.
Little.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
so
what
how
I'm
does
saying.
this
This is
work?
hard to see because of the LUT is working on our systems and not
I think
theirs.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I scroll in, everything goes off the bottom of my screen, so that's
Oh, I
struggling a
see.
bit.
Cirilla, you okay?
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. Oh,
Yeah, you okay?
I DC'd.
Oh, you did?
DC.
Oops.
Oh, I heard the little boop
Oops. that's
sound, but I didn't realize that was him disconnecting.
Let me try to jump back in.
that one.
Oh, thank you.
So I can for the Warden's Paeon thing, I like Asuna basically when
awesome.
if I
Thank
get
you.
an enfeeblement.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
somebody puts an enfeeblement on you, it takes the place of it basically. It
Yeah.
cures it from you instead of it actually going off on you.
And that stays there the whole time until I use it.
Until the end of the phase. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, when they
Mhm.
take everything away.
Yep, just the end of the phase.
Yeah.
Fair warning, this is a one phase fight, so till the end of the fight.
Yeah.
And
All
you're
right,
also
anything
under
else that you're
armies.
gonna do, Maker?
Oh, that's it. And everybody's under
cool.
armies Paeons.
Next.
You roll a 3, you re-roll.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Right.
3 or less.
All right, Darian Tataru.
Taro.
All right, I think I'm gonna do my little standard opener with the total eclipse.
Totally eclipse of the heart.
Totally clips of my heart.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh no.
Sorry, you got 2 bards in the room.
Do that from here, and that should hit everything because it's a 5x5. So 3, 4, yeah, that should hit everything. Get some enmity on those. And what is the D20 plus 4?
Where's my move?
17? Yep, 17
Um,
plus 4.
Yep, those are direct hits.
Sweet. All right, so that does Enmity plus an additional 1d6 damage.
When the tank is out
So-
DPSing the DPS.
Oh boy.
4 damage. And they got enmity on them.
Now, enmity in this game, so you know, those little red markers that he's putting out there, those are basically, it's threat. And I'm allowed to target anybody else, but if I do, I have a -6 penalty on my hit, unless I attack him directly.
Oh, okay.
So I'm encouraged to attack the person who has threat on me, but I don't have to if I don't want to.
In other words, don't test your luck.
Mm-hmm.
No, do it all the time. It helps the team.
And
Constantly. Let that increase each dice.
and I've already got enmity on them, so I'm okay with that. So yeah, I think I'm good.
Cool. Next up, Sarilla.
Okay. All right. So, Cirilla has new abilities since last time.
Nice.
Yeah. So I have elusive jump, and so if you guys don't know what that is, it's a classic jump ability for dragoons in Final Fantasy.
Right
So she's
off
gonna
the
just
platform.
start somersaulting in the air. So 1, 2, 3,
Goes.
4, 5. Yeah, there you go. Jumpy, and then what
No,
can
here's
I
the best
do?
part. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You gotta
What?
read that again. You
Wait,
still need to check.
move up to 5 squares. Roll a d. Oh, I have to roll a d20. Oh, my bad.
If he
My
rolls
bad, I
a
got so
1,
excited about
I
the
get to
flippy.
determine where he lands.
Oh, okay. All right, let me see. All right, here we go. Flippy.
Don't take this from me. Oh my god.
7.
Okay, that's a 7. I thought it was a 1 for a second. I
All
thought.
right, so what does that mean?
That just means you went.
right.
It went. It succeeded. You shut
Okay.
up. You're fine. Took away all my fun.
I successfully did it.
You successfully
Yeah, I
did that.
guess.
Just okay, cool. All right, landed perfectly.
So that means you
Um,
still have
for
5
now.
movement.
She hit the landing, and then
Yep. That is not considered a move ability.
That's nice.
okay. So I'm going to do the lance charge, which gives me 2 damage extra for each ability, and then I'm going to do the standard combo. So it's true thrust. So I'll start with a d20 roll. Do that. 18 plus 5 is 23. So that's
That's
direct
a
hit.
direct hit.
That's 2d6
Nice.
roll. Yeah, I'm killing it.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
So
Let's
3
see.
plus 2d6.
Okay.
That is looks like 3 total.
Oh, who are you attacking, by the way? I'm assuming. Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't assume, actually. Who are you attacking? Triangle or circle?
Which Dar? Who did you do more damage to? I'll maybe go for that one.
It did it all 3 of them, but this one has the bite on it, so it's already got a little bit more damage on it.
Okay,
With
here
the
I'll attack
triangle.
the triangle then.
Okay.
So that's 5 damage so far. And then I roll another d20. Oop. Oh, ignore those.
So you only rolled. Wait, how much did you roll on your dice?
I rolled a 3, so that was with +2, so it's 5
Oh.
damage for the first ability.
You
And
rolled
then
a 3 plus 2 plus another 3 because True Thrust deals 3 damage plus 2d6.
oh, is it base damage and direct?
Yeah, you get both.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
get base
yeah.
effect and direct hit.
Oh, cool. Oh, awesome. Thank you. All right,
That's why it
so
says deals an additional 2d6 damage.
You rolled
Oh,
a
awesome.
3 and you went with it?
no, I rolled a 3 for damage for the 2d6 part,
Mhm.
which is the
Right.
direct hit.
Yeah, I got 3 for damage plus 2 extra from Lance Charge and then 3 extra from True Thrust. So
Just thinking
6,
about
7, 8
Maker-
total.
I'm just thinking about Maker's ability that if you roll a 3 or less, you get to reroll.
No,
Oh.
only on the check, not damage.
Yeah, not the damage, only on the check.
That's what I was asking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, the check was really high. It was like, what was it, like 17 or something?
18, I think. Yeah.
18, yeah. All right. So then I do disembowel. Let me roll a d. Oh, I actually already did it. I got a nat 20. So Cirilla's like really in the zone. She nailed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Focused.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
super focused. She nailed the landing earlier. She's like really,
Wow.
yeah,
Olympic athlete.
killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's strong here.
yeah, killing it.
So you're going to
Alright.
add an additional 6-sided die to your direct hit damage. So it's 3 plus 2, so it's base effect of 3, plus 2 from lance charge, plus
Okay.
2d6, because it's a natural 20.
All right, let me roll the 2d6. Boom. What we got? 6. Oh my god.
So 11
So much
total.
damage. So it's 11 plus the first set. I forget what.
It was 8, I think, the first set.
So 19 damage,
Mm-hmm.
is it?
Eh,
Man, if it's not dead yet.
Nope.
What? No
Good
way.
try, though.
I was gonna emote. I was gonna start doing the bee's knees if I killed in one shot.
Oh my gosh.
All right, there. I'm done.
All right, O'Connor, your turn.
All right then. So I had a question.
I have an answer.
I hope so. Where is it? I have enhanced Aether charge.
I don't know the answer to that.
You still might. Hold on.
Can you repeat the question?
Aether charge is ticked off, like it's already available or already done. But that's not something that I start the fight with, I don't think. Do I? 'Cause I can put Stone
yes.
Arcanum.
Let me see here. If I remember right, you start the fight off. I think it was on your pet sheet. Where the crap did that go?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh,
Unless
it would be in your
I can
purple
throw
thing.
script
Search.
right here.
No, those are all. That's something different. Never mind.
My pet sheet is this little strip one right here.
Well, you had there's a bigger one that you were using before, but it's not.
Yeah.
This is what you were
Oh,
using
yeah.
last time. If I can grab it.
Here it is. Right there.
Yeah,
There we go. Somebody else was grabbing it. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. It doesn't have what we're looking for though. So, see here.
Until now, what I've
Yeah, it
been
says certain-
doing is
At the start of an encounter, and each new phase, you gain 2 stacks of Aether Flow. So, in this case of your traits sheet, those should be checked automatically, but everything else should not be.
yeah, that's
If that
what I
makes
thought,
sense.
But I didn't tick any of this off, so I was just like, what happened?
It's probably left over from last
Yeah, I
time.
just left over the last session.
Because that page doesn't change between levels 40 to 60 or 30 to 60. Everything else will change.
I got to give
That's
myself
just
one
what
of the
I
Oath
wanted to make
Masteries
sure
too.
of, 'cause I was like, I don't think
Yeah,
I should have
you're good.
that.
Wait, did I check
Alright.
my-
So we are going to.
Nope. Dude,
Ah.
another one. Oh crap.
We're gonna summon Garuda.
What?
Nice.
When it's her turn, we're gonna summon Garuda. I'm not going anywhere. My feet are glued to this spot. So this is where I get confused with Summoner, because my pet should go first,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't send my pet as Garuda until after I've done a secondary ability.
Well, you,
So how does that work?
You can do a secondary ability at any time. It doesn't have to follow your primary ability.
You can technically summon Edgy, which costs 1 gemstone arcanum, which you don't have any.
Yeah, you have to do
Exactly.
the
That's
ether
what I'm saying.
charge.
I have
Okay. Yeah, you're not going to be able to pull out Garuda until next turn. You got to start off with Carbuncle.
Hmm.
That's fine. In that case, we will start with Precious Brilliance. Primary ability. Cost 3 MP.
Okay.
All enemies within range, 5x5 area within 10 squares of this character. So I'll saddle it my ability right where 8-bit is. Which, if his ability hit 5x5, mine will as well.
No, that's this character as in you.
Right. But
Unless you're actually targeting him.
No. I'm targeting the Basilisk.
Which means you've got to run up to the Basilisk.
It's
No,
within
because
10 squares of me.
yeah, it says it's a 5x5 area within 10 squares of this character.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Within
why I
10
was
squares.
using-
Okay.
That's why I was using Darius
Gotcha.
as a reference.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
Alright. So let's Precious Brilliance them real quick. I should have used Sleep, but I said Precious Brilliance, so I'm sticking to it. D20 plus 5.
Nope.
Did
And
it
remember,
really-
sleep's not as overpowered as you
It's-
thought it was.
It's sitting on the top.
That's an impressive roll. I don't care what the number is.
Right. Ooh,
12.
12,
Plus
yeah.
5 is 17.
Okay, it's a direct hit.
Alright. Base effect is 3 damage to all target. Direct hit is an additional 1d6. So let me grab a d6. Four.
Not bad.
So that's 7
Okay,
total
got it.
damage.
Yep,
How
I got
is
it.
the one on the left looking?
He's fine. I'll let you guys know when they're starting to look rough.
Okay. I've got 2 secondaries, so I'm gonna Aether Charge for one of them. And I'm going to go to end my turn and then use Fester on Triangle.
Okay.
Doing 5 damage. And then my turn is over.
Nice.
Actually, your turn was already over.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the record. 5, 5, 2.
Okay,
Alright,
Heather,
my
you're
turn.
up.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Stone on Triangle Dude. Or actually, I'm gonna focus, so I'm not gonna move. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna cast Stone, so that's gonna be mine D20 plus 5. D20. Boop. What do we got?
11.
Ooh, 11? Not bad.
Yeah, 16.
And then
Okay, that's a direct hit.
Nice.
cool. So then that does 2 damage, and then deals an additional 1d6. Oh, there you go. Oh, did I just throw that off the table?
Oh, did you?
Oh, it's behind it. Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Thank you. Oh.
Aw.
Ooh, unlucky.
That's fine.
So just one more?
What's up?
Just
Yeah.
one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me adjust my MP. So that was stone. And then, so here's what I'm debating, team.
Mhm.
I could take the aggressive approach or the conservative approach. We could do dots. I have 2 secondaries, so we could do 2 arrows or 2 regens. Or a regen and an arrow. What do you guys think?
I think right now, since we haven't
Yeah.
taken any damage yet,
We're full health. Let's do an
I
arrow.
would say probably the 2 arrows. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's do triangle and the center. Yeah?
This triangle's got my
Mm-hmm.
dot on it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna be doing double dots.
Double dots.
That's awesome.
So that would be inflicted dot 3. Okay, so then that would be. I don't have to roll for that one.
Mm-mm.
And then that would be 2 more MP.
Where'd the deck go? Oh, here it is. Okay, cool.
2. Did I have it or you have it?
I
Oh,
think
I
it's
have
in
what?
your white mage tokens, maybe. Yeah, white mage tokens.
Yep.
Search. Here it is.
I almost just closed the game when I was closing down the bag. Whoops.
Oh no.
Yeah, where do you find your dot? Where do you find your little dot things?
It's in
Is that
your
your
gray
power?
bag, I think. You have the gray bag.
I've got
Yeah, you should have a gray bag with all of
I've
your
got
dot
bind,
tokens in it.
critical, up, battle voice, and mages. I don't have what do I go to do?
Oh, because your dot is out currently, and so you can clone it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are-
just right clicking, select clone or
are the-
copy even, and then just Control V anywhere.
Is that on a per character basis, like the owner of the character? Because
Yep.
I can't clone his stuff, so
Okay.
I didn't know if it was players in general could do it or only with people who own it.
What am I cloning?
Well, that way you can just have it still
No,
under.
I know which
Your venomous bite over here.
If you need another dot.
Yeah.
Why is that not
on
spinning?
there. Okay, cool. I didn't know it was on there because I didn't put it there. So I was like, oh, I need to do venomous bite on there, but I didn't realize I didn't do it, so I didn't realize it was done.
And then I think that's it for me.
And
Nice.
how big is that dot? It's 3, right?
Yes, that one's a 3.
Yep.
Okay. And venomous bite is dot 4.
It's
Okay.
4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Come on, that guy's gotta be done. Come on.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
It's surprising how tanky they are,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe how weak we are. I don't know.
Yeah. It's giving us the real, we're not the warrior of light feeling.
Yeah.
Get the true NPC
Was
experience.
that the end of
Yeah.
the adventure?
That was the end of the adventure step. So, healer or casters, go ahead and get your MPs back, your couple MPs back.
Yes.
It's 1 per turn, right?
2, I believe.
I think it's 2.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
you do the lucid dreaming, then it's an extra one.
Yeah, 2 MP unless the effect tells you to recover more or less.
Okay. Quick question about bloodletter. It has to be enabled, right? Mage's Ballad, Or no, it doesn't. I have two. So it says when any character ends their turn, I can use that. Is that like
Correct.
so? Anybody, including
When any character uses their turn, including your team.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So then I could do that right now.
If you wished.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Nice.
target triangle, and it says deals 4 damage to the target.
Okay.
Yeah, and no check needs to be made. Sweet.
Nope.
Wow.
And she 7. And triangle's looking a little rough finally.
Yay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, now it's time for their turn. My favorite turn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a terrible move. Sorry about that. So we're going to start with X. X is going to attack Darian Taru, starting off with a gnaw. Darian Taru, what is your defense?
16.
That's a 25. A 24.
Jeez.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say I can use a sturdy shield, but that wouldn't help. So
Can I invoke leg graze after they roll or before?
If it's an instant, it's at any time during
Okay.
somebody else's turn.
So what was your defense again?
16.
Okay. And 4. Okay, never mind. Okay. Go ahead.
How much damage did Dart take? 25?
Let's see.
I haven't. No, that was just a hit.
Oh, that was the hit. Oh, okay.
I haven't done the damage yet. Oh. Let's see, you're doing that now. Darian Taru takes 13 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Good chunk.
yeah.
I should have put that guy to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's actually a pretty
But
good
let's remember,
ability.
sleep is not as OP as we thought it was. All
Yeah.
it does is reduces the ability checks by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it makes them
Oh,
drowsy.
It doesn't mean they don't get to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember, we
okay.
found out, I was like, man, that's really OP. They didn't get to do anything that whole encounter. That's because I'm stupid.
You're good.
We're alert.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. He said
let's
13,
see.
right?
Yeah, that was only like my 3rd time playing the game. So yeah. 6 + 12 total damage. Sorry.
All right. Plus.
And then
We can move some
let me
characters.
see Darian Taru real quick.
Move Darian Taru.
Don't stand in the fire time. He preps to use the ability Body Slam.
Oh, okay.
Circle is gonna do. Ooh, you both are equally close. Objects, components, miscellaneous. Heather, we're gonna. Darian Taru's head, Cirilla is tails. Heather, well, actually, I'll let you call it, since you're the captain. Where do you want to be, heads and tails?
Heads.
Who's heads?
Oh yeah, it's between me and
It's between.
Dar.
Yeah,
do you
it's just
want-
between
I can
Darian
go-
Taru and Cirilla.
Yeah, I could maybe put Cirilla on heads, and then
Yeah, sounds good.
Darian Taru on tails.
Yep. Is this who's gonna take the damage, basically?
I think
Mhm.
so.
Basically.
Oh wait.
All right.
So Mila is getting attacked by a circle.
It's a good thing I have 34 HP.
And a bad thing. What is your defense?
My defense is 14.
And you're taking the minus. What is it?
Okay, you just take 6
-5?
damage.
Oh, 6
What's the-
damage?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
What's
so
the
yeah, it's still a basic attack. So you'll just take a straight 6 damage.
Okay. 28.
I guess that base damage is kind of like your auto attack in the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a good way of looking at it, yeah.
Because this makes me happier.
Oh,
There we go.
that
Trying to spread it
joy-
out, make everybody happy.
That joy in her voice.
Yeah.
Is it?
So I assume it's attacking.
Just a
Dar?
basic hit, just base effect. So Darian Taru takes 6 more.
All right.
Oh boy.
And basically,
We need to move the basilisk.
yep. Yeah, might as well. There we go. Perfect.
That's devious. Okay.
Actually, it would be this.
Ah, okay.
Apologize. And that is the enemy step. So
Okay.
lather, rinse, repeat.
Do they take damage now?
They already did.
Yeah, with all the
They
dots and
they
everything.
took damage at the end of the adventurer step.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. So I guess I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's
I
you.
will do Mage's Ballad. And that means all allies may each reroll a single die when determining the amount of damage dealt by an ability.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
excellent.
Let's go.
And I have a token for that.
Are we allies?
I think we're all allies.
I don't
Oh,
even play
okay. I like this idea.
this game.
No, he said
this-
we're all allies.
Uh-huh.
He said we're all allies.
Yeah,
So-
that's the danger of
Wait.
using a wish here. Beware using a wish.
Make that a little bigger. Okay. And then this one. Okay. I will do barrage. So immediately after resolving this, I may use 3 straight shots or a single wide volley. Ignores arrow, flurry, and hawk's eye. Deals additional 2d6 damage. So I'm going to choose 3 straight shots because it gives me 3 chances to. Let's see, do I have to roll a. Yeah, I have to roll a 20 on each one. So move this out of here, put there in the little box. Come on, 15 on the first one.
Nice.
So it'll be
Well,
triangle.
15 plus 4, so 19.
19. for triangle.
Yep.
I'm gonna go left to right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one direct hit. Roll again.
Okay. And then come on, don't fall off the table. No. Oh my god.
that is a
loser.
one.
A loser.
Oh,
One.
no.
That
I
is
got that.
not even a base effect.
I'm gonna ignore that happen and forget. No, I got it out of the way, so that's.
I won't ignore it. I make
So
sure it's
11,
there. It's
14.
fine. And that
14
is also
for-
a direct hit.
For
So you
X.
got 2 direct hits and a miss.
Okay, so. They
Yeah, Circle's
get,
not taking any damage, but the other 2 will.
Straight shot is 5 damage plus a 1d6. So let's go d6. So that's 2. That's 7 for triangle, and that's come on, baby. Gosh, 7 for X. I was like looking for big numbers.
Okie doke.
And then, oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'll do it next time. I was going to do
You're
Raging
learning. It's
Strikes.
okay. Yeah.
I had planned to do Raging
Gotta
Strikes before
I've
this
got to
fight.
let you make these mistakes so that you'll remember next time. It's fine.
So, that's fine. I was like,
I'll remind you next time. I promise I will remind you next time.
So I take one. Oops, not you. That one. I can't click it now. And I think I am going to. So what's one of them? So quick knock is a 3x3 area. What does that look like? Is that my square is
3x3?
1 and then 2 ahead of me?
So these
2 squares to this two squares to each side of me?
these AoE
One's
squares are a
quick
3x3.
Okay, so if I'm in the middle of that,
So yeah, it's a 3x3 square
okay, so there's
adjacent
only
to
one
your
square.
character.
So it's like anybody who's immediately next to me.
Well, you can.
Correct.
It doesn't necessarily have to be centered on you, but it can be adjacent to you as well.
Oh, so I can do 2 ahead of me
Mm-hmm.
and
No.
2.
No.
Man, I hate the way that's worded because that sounds like it means like you.
Yeah, 3x3
A
adjacent to
3x3
this
area
character.
adjacent to this character, not within 10 squares.
Right.
Like Alcana said.
So
Right,
it has to be right next to you, basically.
Right next to
So
me.
it does have to be right next to them.
Oh, so
Okay.
you'll have to
Yes.
move.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. And
Okay.
Which you
Yeah,
still
and
can do.
But then the AoEs, like I can't
You
even
have
do
to
that
be in
because
the
the
AoE.
AoEs
Right.
protect them from
You
that.
could-
So I'm not.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that. You can
could
move here,
there.
Yeah.
and that is 3x3 from both of these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move there. So
And and just basically cast it right there, and you'll hit.
Oh, how do you
actually,
do
you'll
that
hit
again?
all 3 of them. Tab.
Oh, tab. Okay.
Okay, and that will be my turn.
Yeah, that should hit all 3 of them.
Oh, when does it go off?
Oh, wait,
Well,
hold on a second.
I have to use Quick Knock, which is a primary ability.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So you
I have to
haven't
be-
done it. It's
No, I haven't done it. I just have to be in a position that I can do it. So I have to be within a 3x3. Not that you're listening to any of this because the creatures can't know this, but I'm
Right.
moving into a
Right.
Wow.
position to be in a 3x3 area, so I could have.
well, remember,
this-
and that's why
as
this
an
cheat
option.
sheet is here in this order. At the very top is movement. So most times you're going to want to move first, then do a primary action, then do a secondary.
Okay.
You don't have to do it in that order,
Okay.
but that's kind of like the recommended way of doing things.
Mhm.
So like in your case, for what's it called, Raging Strikes, you're going to want to do a movement, then a secondary, and then a primary,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. So your next turn, you'll move.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
to
if I
that
use Raging
position.
Strikes and then Quick Knock,
Then use Raging Strikes, and then Quick Knock, you'll get the bonus, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have to move now because I can move it
Nope.
in my turn.
Yeah,
if I
you
wanna
can
use
move it during the
Okay,
turn.
so I'm gonna
correct.
stay where I'm at then.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta relook at this real quick. Before I forget.
And what's focus?
Gives you
Focus
two
just means you're in a
secondaries.
state, you're not moving, but you get to use 2 secondary abilities.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
You trade movement for a secondary ability.
Okay.
Mhm.
That won't help me at this point, but okay, that's cool. Actually, it probably never helped me because my secondary abilities aren't repeatable.
Oh, hey, guess what?
What's up?
This is actually good that I've noticed this right now.
Oh yeah.
Those go
because
away at
enmity.
the end of the enemy's turn. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, and
Yeah,
But,
he's got to keep applying it.
Uh-huh.
okay, so
Yeah, I remembered that part.
so Triangle's been applying his.
Yep, that happens at the end of y'all's turn.
Okay. What's this doing over here?
Okay, Darian, tower.
All right. I am going to use, I think. I'm going to go ahead and do the Total Eclipse again to get these guys back on the enmity chart. And that was a D20.
You can have that back, Heather. You can have that back, Darian, Taro.
Oh, thank you.
You can have this back.
Look at
You can have
that.
this back.
So 2 damage plus not a direct hit on those, so just the 2 base damage on that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and step out of the AoE there. And I think I want to do Spirits Within. Actually, no. Let me do Sentinel. Reduce the incoming damage by 3. And that will be my turn.
Oakley dokey.
Okay.
Sarilla?
All right. So for me, let's see. I'm going to do I guess I'll go with the True Thrust combo and then go into Dragoon combo. So it's 2 abilities. But with this one, before I do that, I'm going to activate my secondary ability, Lance Charge, which gives 2 damage to each ability during this phase. So let me hit that. So I'm going to roll a d20 for the first part of that. Okay. Oh, I got a 20. Nat 20, 10.
Damn.
Again,
Let's go.
Wait,
Jesus.
What does that do again, 10?
You just get an extra
Dude.
d6 on your damage.
Ooh, okay, so
Plus an extra
3d6.
D6. Dang.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you already put it? Okay, thank you. So 3d6. So the damage is 8 plus 2, is it?
And you get the ability to reroll a single die.
Oh, for
Oh
damage?
yeah, single
Damage.
damage.
Yep,
die,
you can
yeah.
reroll one of those ones if you want.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let me just get rid of this. Alright, I'm gonna roll this one. Oh.
Nice.
Ooh. So 10 damage. Right?
Nope. Okay, here's how you should probably do this. Do the damage for True Thrust first, and then add Lance Charge, because you keep forgetting about the base effect for True Thrust.
Oh, I do, yeah. So 3 plus...
Looks like
So
3
13.
plus 10, 13 plus 2. So that's
So 15.
15?
Yeah.
So 15 damage for the first
And that's
part.
to circle.
Yeah, that's for True
Oops.
Thrust. So 15 damage for True Thrust. Now let me do Dragoon combo. Alright, so I'm going to roll this. Ooh, not that great. Plus 5. 14.
Which I think was a direct hit
Direct hit?
before. Nice.
Oh, it's directed? Okay, nice. So I rolled 2d6.
Yeah, base of 3 and then 2d6.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, your dice are so little.
And Grant's.
I know.
And
wait, hold
Grant's
on.
power
Let me move
surge.
this.
Oh no, that's the other one. Never mind.
So make sure you reroll. You can reroll one of those if you want.
Ooh.
Ooh, 5 and
That's pretty
5.
good.
Nice, yeah, that's pretty good.
So 10. It's 10
Plus
10
3.
plus 3, 13, and then plus 2, 15, because of the lance charge. So that's 30 damage.
Dang.
All right, let's
Crazy.
go.
Yes. let's
One
go.
shot him. Holy
My
crap.
gosh. Gorilla is
So-
killing it.
Wow.
Well, he already had
All right, she
damage,
just
so it wasn't
starts doing the
technically a
bee's
one
knees.
shot, but yeah.
I don't want to hear
I
that.
wore him down for you.
One shot, wonder.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
Let him have his parade.
That's not mine.
Okay. Cirilla, is your turn over?
Yeah, I'm all set.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Faster on the basilisk. Doing 5 damage, and then I am going to.
Your
You
pet
can
goes
reroll that
first.
if you want.
What was that?
You can reroll anything you want.
Remember, your pet goes first.
Yeah, your
I know.
carbuncle.
I'm looking for the right icon. Here we go. My pet goes first, but Fester is an instant that triggers at the end of somebody's turn. Okay,
Oh, is that Ben?
so Ifrit, not Ifrit,
Ifrit.
Garuda is out.
Ooh.
Probably should use Ifrit though, because we're down to 1. So yeah, I'm gonna swap it. Go up there. Alright. Enemy takes 2 damage. And then it's going to use Burning Strike and deal 5 damage to the target.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, hold on just a
So
second.
that's. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's while the summon. Okay, so yeah, so it'll be the next turn. It'll be 1d6 plus the 2.
Well, no. It's this turn. That
Oh, your
D6
gym abilities are fire expected. That's what it is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to use Gem Shine. D20 plus 5.
$15 plus 5.
15. So
Nice.
that's a 20.
Direct hit.
Gem
That's,
Shine.
you get 4 plus 3d6 basically.
Yep, 4 plus 3d6.
Nice.
So here is 1d6.
5.
nice.
Excellent.
2d6.
4. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
that's 20.
Oh, do the 20.
3d6.
And a
Ooh,
5. Damn.
Nice.
Oh wow.
14
Oh
plus
wow.
4, so 18. Yeah.
Good job, Ifrit. I didn't even get to my secondary
Yeah.
where I was going to start grinding. No.
Oh yay, we won!
All right.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
Nice musical.
Stop it.
accompaniment.
Let's see,
Woohoo.
how do I
Right.
put these back?
Here we go.
How do I put these ballads back?
If you hover it over
You
the
can just
bag.
right click, search the bag again, and just
Oh.
drop them in that way. That's how I found it's easiest.
Yeah,
Okay.
much easier to do it that way. Sometimes even hovering over it while it's highlighted, it doesn't drop it in properly.
Okay, let's see here. Let's get this stuff back in. Okay. Like this man, shut up, phone. Okay, I need to take a quick breather. Gotta use the restroom and take some medicine real fast. So I will return in just
Okay.
a moment.
Alrighty.
Right.
Everybody take a second and restore your health and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Good
good
call.
reminder.
Good call.
Yeah, uncheck your checks.
Yeah.
uncheck
Yeah.
checks.
So Maker, is 5e similar to this with all the abilities and I don't know, combat, or is it kind of different?
Well, yeah, I mean, and I don't know if we're gonna get to this, but I don't think they use it. But and I'm not sure how story driven this is gonna be, but a lot of 5e is story driven. So you're like you're like if you're making ability checks to like perceive things.
Mhm.
Your perception is part of what's happened. The perception of enemies and your perception has a lot to do with when you're wandering through the forest, whether something evil perceives you and goes after you, or whether you perceive them and go after them. And then if something has an effect, you can make there's you don't always roll for a d20 for. Sometimes it's like, well, they have to make a Constitution save of X, or, well, of 9 or whatever, and if they make the Constitution save, they either take half damage or no damage, depending on what sort of spell it was.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it can be a little different in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically like it's a very I don't want to say watered down, but it's a very simplified version of some of the D&D mechanics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that the abilities, I think you have that in 5e. Is that right?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
it uses the grid,
Mhm.
an area of effects, basically, which is similar.
Mhm.
I don't know if we have saves in FF14. I have to double check the rules.
Saves and then
Or like, like
Yeah.
ability checks.
Yeah.
Like I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, where it's like an example would be like, oh, I'm trying to move like a boulder, and I do a strength check, right?
Strength check.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if we have that in.
Or if you encounter
FF14.
poison, you make a Constitution check to see if you're if the poison takes effect or you shrug it off.
Yeah.
But you can also make things up. Like there's so many things that you're like, I want to do this crazy thing where, because the environment is so much more descriptive, that there's stairs and there's ropes and there's ledges and there's different things. So trying to jump up to something, it's a dexterity check to like, can you successfully jump to this place, or I want to do something really nuts, and they're like, well, let's see, we'll have you make a strength check or a constitution or a dex check, see if you can do what you're trying to do. So it really rewards creativity, and the DM usually rewards creativity
Mm-hmm.
in that way, because it makes it fun for everybody. So you're like, well, it's like a yes and kind of situation where like you want to do
Oh, that's
something, and
cool.
they're like, well, I'm not going to say no, but the role that you're going to have to make to succeed is going to be kind of high, and sometimes you surprise yourself and you crit, and you can do it, and it's like the best thing ever.
That is so cool.
Well, there's a fight in Baldur's Gate 3 that you can make a check to try to. I don't want to give away too much for people that haven't played it, but you can try to do an ability, and it's like it's not impossible, but your score has to be 99 or higher. So like the only way you can do it is by getting a natural 20. But you can get a natural 20 and do it and succeed, and it's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah, FF14 it's different. I think one of the big things that I noticed initially was the experience. Like you don't actually get experience in between the sessions. And 8-Bit and I have talked about this. It's pretty weird. But I think other systems have done like, I think it's called like milestone leveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, one of my DMs did something really cool. Was that you give yourself goals for each session. So I want to be able to heal somebody for 20 points in the next session. Things that are important to you. Like I want to be able to use my fireball action and defeat an enemy with it. And so it's cool to share them with everybody else because they can help you get to those things. Like they know that's a goal of yours, and so people will like do things to like set you up for that. And so if you check off like 3 or 5 of them, then you level up. And so it helps you manage goals and manage your progress through what you want to accomplish. It's very thoughtful that way. But then also at the end of every session, they were like, tell me something you would like to see in the next session, and that can impact how it goes, because it's really about us having fun. So it'd be really fun if we found a magical castle with like a dragon in it, or something, or we did a battle with something really powerful, or and so they know if like everybody's hungry for a battle, then we're like, okay, we'll probably have a battle next time.
Right. That's awesome.
Or if somebody really needs to save a friend of theirs, then they have to go find them, and everybody's really, really interested in trying to go find them and save somebody. So they can skew it to that because that's what people are looking for. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. But it helps them understand where we're at, where our heads are at. So nobody's sitting there frustrating, like, geez, we haven't had a battle in a while.
Oh, true, yeah.
Or it's like really be nice if we had a chance to go, rather than keep getting attacked every other turn or every other round, that we have a chance to go and do some of these side quests that we're really interested in, because somebody's backstory has something that they want to accomplish.
Yeah.
What do you do if you're not battling?
So
you have side quests, and
Mm-hmm.
you have lots of times when you have a goal or an objective, and you may have encounters on the way to these things. So because it's very story driven, so the DM will usually give you an overall like objective, and you've been tasked to go to this castle to talk to a bunch of people because this town is fighting this other town, and you need to like figure out, can you do it with diplomacy, or do you have to fight them or whatever. And so but along the way, you might run in, you might have to stop at a town, and you go to a bar, and then someone might be like, oh wow, either get into a fight at the bar, or you have some fun where you're like, there's this contest where you can join this contest. And but then
and unfortunately I can't make any of those encounters happen until I have that stupid book that doesn't come out until January.
I was going to. Oh, sorry, Heather, were you saying something?
Is that what the book is going to be?
Yeah, the game master.
Yep. It's
guy.
specifically for me to be able to create my own adventures and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but that fight was really easy.
That was much
thus
easier than those
showing
other
that
ones.
this game is balanced for 4 players, not 5.
Uh-huh.
It was very informative for me. That just means that I'm going to have to start adding some zeros, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
Is
Yeah,
it
and
is
I'm
it fair? Is it fair to say, Tin, that like because you're limited with the information on monsters and enemies and just even like inventory, like there's a whole bunch of dungeon master material that isn't provided yet because the production for the tabletop for 14 has been so slow that like you're kind of locked into like just following the modules or the
I
stories.
literally, I literally have my hands tied behind my back.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could-
and that's why. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just real quick. That's why like there's not as much exploration in so far like what we've done. Whereas with 5e, you know, just like Maker was saying, you know, in between, like you can have all the freedom of like, oh, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do X, and
if I've,
it's just
like-
very different. Yeah.
Well,
I
in
gotta go to
5e,
town to find my
in the
mom
player's
or
handbook
whatever.
for 5th edition was very inclusive. You don't need the Dungeon Master's Guide or the
Right.
Monster's Manual
No,
to
not
play
at all.
Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Everything you need on how to create an encounter was in that first book, which upset me with this one because it was not
different.
in this
Yeah.
book.
Are you
In 5th
surprised?
edition, when I want to create when I want to create an encounter with bad guys, there's this thing called a challenge rating. What it does is it gives every monster a number ranking from 0 to I think 22 is the highest. And that number is the average level of the members of your party.
Oh, I see.
So I know a level 20, a challenge rating 22 monster is good for 4 party members that are level 20 or 20 plus. Whereas a level 0 monster is going to need like 50 of them in order to challenge a level 5 party, for instance. This game does not have that stat. So I have no idea how to craft encounters. I'm kind of shooting in the dark. Like everybody in the homebrew community is just kind of play testing and hoping we figure out something that works.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off 8-bit earlier. You're gonna say
I forgot what I was going to say.
oh, my bad.
It wasn't important.
Yeah. I think it was basically along the same lines. Like you you really don't even need the player's hand guide technically, because there's the GPL, which is it's basically like the free version, or OGL, sorry, not GPL. It's like a free version of the basic rules of playing the game, and you can just download it from their website and go play. And it even includes,
you can make up the whole thing yourself, and then everybody comes with their backstory, so the DM tries to include all that. So if I want to go and try to like, oh hey, we need to go to this place because I want to get this thing accomplished because it's part of my backstory. I want to avenge the death of my father, so I want to go find these people who did it. Along the way, we find this castle that we want to investigate, and they're like, "Oh, we shouldn't investigate it. We're on our way." And then the bard, jumps out of the boat and goes diving into the water and goes to the castle anyways, and forcing my party to either leave me or grin and bear it and come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's so cool.
It's very interesting sitting on this side of the Dungeon Master screen, because at that point, it is my job to get them to follow the bard in this case. And like, I don't want to railroad my players.
No. Yeah.
And that's basically all I've got. It's sitting in front of me right now, as far as the 14 game is concerned, is a freaking train on a track.
Yeah.
Could you explain
Sucks,
railroading?
but that's what it is. I'm not giving you much of a choice in what to do.
Right.
When Raubon and offered for you guys to do this thing for him, it wasn't a yes or no question. It was the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
You could have told him no, and then I would have been like, well, game over, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
honestly, this is like a really good intro for me because
Mhm.
I think part of the reason why I never tried it is I didn't have anybody to introduce me, but then also
Of
it
course, yeah.
seems so intimidating. I think like
Yeah,
starting
Mhm.
someone
I
who doesn't
honestly think
familiar and
Yeah.
straightforward.
probably after this scenario, not this, after this adventure or whatever you want to call it, we might try to do a little bit of 5th edition just so that we can kind of dip your toe into
Yeah.
something a bit more
Yeah.
quote
That'd be
unquote
cool.
advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Um,
like you feel free to do whatever you want, have fun with it, goof off. If you die, you die. I mean, there's nothing precious about your character
Exactly.
Mhm.
that you're like, oh, I have to be careful and not do anything. You're like, no, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're here to do things that we don't ever do and could never do, and people are
mean-
here to save you, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Alternatively, though, kind of, I guess adversely, there are those people who pour in so much time into their characters and don't want them to die.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
not necessarily like Oliver or Jenny or Cirilla or whoever, but like I have a character that just started playing in another game, and if she died, I'd be upset. Like,
Yeah.
not just because I got to go through all the work of making another character, but
Oh,
because
yeah.
I spent several hours writing backstory for her, and
Mhm.
not basically got to do it all again.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So our DM gives us the option
yeah,
of
the
plot
biggest-
armor. So you're like,
Yeah.
okay, do you want plot armor or do you
No.
want to be able to die? And then so if you
Okay.
have a precious character and you want plot armor, they will give you plot armor.
Oh, that's nice.
That's kind of nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
I won't
It's
do
pretty
that.
funny that
You're,
they
you're
asked
not going to get plot armor with me, but then again, like I'm willing to pull punches,
Pull punches,
if necessary.
yes.
But yeah, not always plot armor is
Mhm.
the way to go. There needs to still be that danger sense in there.
No, not in the
And
sense that they don't
at this
die,
point-
but that if they do die, they like somehow come back or something.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can be.
It's
You
not
can
like
be
they
brought
were
back
going to do
'cause-
better in
Yeah.
battle because they have plot armor, but they're not going to
Mm.
they're not going to give up the character. That somehow they'll get
But
resurrected.
yeah, we're not going
or
to. Don't worry
whatever.
about Fifth yet, unless like until you're comfortable with it. The big thing here, especially with 14, is every paladin, every white mage, every dragoon, every summoner, every bard is exactly the same.
Yeah.
You have the same
Yeah.
abilities as everybody else. Whereas
I see
in
what-
Dungeons and Dragons,
Mhm.
there's a lot more customization involved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I
Where
picked a
you get to
school I'm
craft
from.
your character.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
just for example, like a cleric, which you would normally just assume is the healer, has what is it, 8 or 9 base
Yeah.
domains plus all kinds of
You
additional
could
ones
be
that
a,
they've
a
added.
cleric who's really good at healing
Mhm.
or really good at combat and
Mhm.
okay at healing.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
And then the bard is a jack of all trades, so I can do healing, I can do melee attack, I can do distance attack,
hmm
I can do so I can pick up a little bit of everything. I have different schools that I can choose from, which give me different feats, which give so as you level up, you get to just choose
Yeah.
which ones you want, which ones you don't, and it kind of makes how you feel like you want to play.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. There's a lot more customization into it. And in that instance right there, it makes it more personable
hmm
because you do spend a lot more time as you're leveling those characters up, creating them exactly how you want them to. Whereas if Cirilla were to die, they could come in with just another dragoon who has the exact same stats with the exact same abilities as
Yep.
before.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, or if there were like 2 dragoons in the party, they'd have the same exact abilities.
Mhm.
stats.
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's
we-
one thing that
So
bard
when
can do
you
is
can,
make up for gaps
especially
in the
when
party.
you two are ready,
Mhm.
Arcana and Heather, when you two are ready, let me know and we will do some D&D. I
Yeah.
don't want to push you guys into because it is a bit more than this.
Oh yeah, it's
Just-
definitely more involved.
I
For
wouldn't
sure.
say a lot more. It's just definitely
Yeah.
more,
Mhm.
if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
The basic game still plays very similar to this. Like you're still rolling a d20 to hit. You're still rolling certain dice to make your damage rolls.
Mhm.
But there is just like more of it. The more involved thing is the character creation and customizing your character, deciding what abilities you want. Like as a spellcaster, you will have a big list of spells and you pick which ones you want to use, not here's all of your spells that you have,
Mhm.
so there's just a lot more involved in that aspect of it. But the basic like combat checks, making attacks, taking damage. It's all very similar to what this is.
Yeah, but you could also get the opportunity for role play.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, which it does. Uh-oh. Did I disconnected?
Yeah.
There's
I think I got
100% some of that
disconnected.
coming here in just
Weird.
a minute. So trust me. There is role play in 14. It's just, you can tell it's very much a tabletop game based on an MMO that is combat focused.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the role play community in an MMO, regardless of the MMO, is always a minor portion of the community. So
Yeah.
it's very much the same in this book.
Yeah. Hold on, I just got disconnected for some reason.
Oh, are you out?
No, I think I'm still in, but I needed to reload the reactive page because it screwed up my stuff. Like, I don't know why, I just disconnected from Discord. It was weird.
Oh, I DC'd earlier for some odd reason. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. We're back. And I was gonna say too, you were asking if there were other checks in the game in 14, Cirilla. On page 17 of that player's guide thing, it does show some different checks for like making strength checks or intelligence checks.
Oh, okay.
So it does have that at least in there. So you could do some role playing and like if
I
you
see.
need to
Making
move a
checks,
boulder or
maybe.
something, you can make a strength check or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, pretty
Yep,
similar.
and then I just determine like how big is the boulder or how heavy is the thing that you're trying to move, and that determines what you would have to roll in order to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than trying to knock down a door and you keep rolling 2s and 4s and you're like, I'm trying to get in this room and we've literally been hitting this like 10 times and we're like,
Yeah.
you get through this freaking
Okay,
Well,
let's press on, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
If there's nothing else, we can press on.
Yeah.
I just
for you actually.
Yeah.
What's up?
What was the ability that Celia's Brave Adventurer gave us?
Oh.
Oh, shit. I
Oh,
forgot
it
about
was
that.
You didn't write that down?
It's recover 1d6 HP at the start of each new encounter phase.
yeah.
No, I didn't write it down.
We were at
'cause
full
I
health, though.
forgot.
Like, what's an encounter phase?
Oh yeah, wait. An encounter phase. Oh, you know what?
Would be the
I
start
think-
of every battle.
But
Are
what-
The
some
start
fights
of the start
more
of
than-
each battle. The start of each battle is the start of an encounter. Now, if that encounter has a phase transition, that's the start of an encounter phase
encounter.
transition. So you'd get to do it again.
Right. So it's like remember Heather in the first trial fight in Sorrows of Warlit, where like that it had like 2 phases. It's like you'd roll a 1d6 at the start of the second phase of the fight.
Yep.
Cool.
Just like a quick little heal, little second wind, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Okie doke. So as the last basilisk falls to the ground, Greeling, bloody doing its death thing, it's completely over dramatized and like takes 20 minutes for it to finally stop dying. The Robidan brain soldier that first greeted you, and I use the term greeted very loosely because he basically just told you to get off your butts and go kill stuff. Comes over to you guys and thanks you for your assistance and asks you to accompany him back to camp so that you can be briefed on the situation. After he sets you down, he has a couple of his subordinates round up a couple of tinkards and get you guys something to drink. And he proceeds to say, he proceeds to say this. We set those thrice accursed scale skins to flight, but we could not have done it without your timely aid. We owe you adventurers our gratitude. The truth is that we have been hard-pressed these past few days. Something has unnerved the local beast, causing them to turn fang and claw on anything that moves. We're stretched thin, yet our calls for reinforcements have gone unanswered. Here, the soldier pauses and surveys the bloody battlefield. But this is no place for long-winded tales. I suggest we return to Camp Blue Frog so we can speak more. Let's see. With the basilisk defeated, the garrison soldiers welcome you into their barracks. They offer you seats around the heavy wooden table, a pile of food, and ale to top you up, and a bed for you to tuck into. As you're eating your fill, the hulking Rogan that you spoke to earlier lowers himself onto an undersized stool at the head of the table. Flame Sergeant Cracked Fist at your service. I command the garrison here at Camp Blue Frog. I did look it up. Those characters actually in the game. Every one of these name drops are actually in the game. It makes me so happy. Your performance in the battle proves that you adventurers are worth your salt. This being the case, I would ask a favor of you. Over the past few days, the monsters in the areas have become unpredictable and violent, more so than usual at any rate. My soldiers are doing all they can to stem the tide, but truth be told, we're hanging on by our fingernails, and barely at that. I need someone to figure out what's rounding the beasts, and I can think of no one more capable than yourselves. We have an inkling of where you can begin your search, too, the processing plant just north of here. Would you perhaps do us the kindness of looking into this matter to see what you can find?
We can take a look.
What's in it for us? I'm just kidding. Yeah.
There you go. That's what I want to hear.
That is 100% right.
On DP, baby.
I was gonna say that's thinking like a pirate now.
Oh, true.
Why did you set out? Why did I say that the captain took out her party again? Do you remember?
Money.
Trying to make ends meet so the ship can keep up setting sail?
Oh
That
yeah,
shit
yeah.
Running.
Oh, right.
Keep it in the sky. Well,
You're not
sorry,
the warriors of
sea.
light. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your freaking hearts. Come on now.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, we, there's a whole adventurers guild we can be making money at.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Wait, so how much
I'm
gil are
guessing we
we?
don't have a choice here.
I think we're at 8.
8-bit. Did you see how it? Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was like 8 right now.
Yeah.
Which is, it doesn't sound like much, but in the terms of the game economy, 8 gil is equivalent to about 8K or 80K in game. So it's sizable considering that one potion costs 1 gil when I think in game it costs like what 500-600.
Something,
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that.
So
Yeah.
Although, how do you duplicate? Because I still only have like the 2 on the tokens. Oh, sorry.
I think you might have to pull it out of the bag first before you can duplicate it.
Yeah, it still doesn't give me the option to clone it.
Okay. Oh, quick question.
Maybe it's a me
So-
thing.
Oh, maybe so.
1, 2, 3,
question
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Since we're out of encounter, the warden's pan comes back to me. Is that right?
Yep. After the encounter is done, it's assumed that Heather tops everybody up, and all of your abilities get reset and everything. So you don't have to worry about, there's no once per long rest if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Another difference between the systems.
Sometimes you got to speak in Dungeons and Dragons terms to Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah.
nerds.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
means. I love
Oh,
it.
You will though. See,
Yeah.
and that's the good
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, you will. It's pretty funny.
Basically, what I said, what a once per long rest thing is there are certain abilities, like for instance, Ami's Payon would be considered what we call a daily ability,
Mhm.
that you can only do once before taking a rest and kind of like allowing your body to rejuvenate before you can do it again.
Mhm. Basically, sleep for 8 hours. type
So
thing.
like in Dungeons and Dragons, you can just keep going and going and going until your body just can't take anymore, and then you have to stop. But you're also risking
Yeah.
see.
I'm going to stumble into the next battle without my full toolkit available.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and also you take a point of exhaustion if you don't rest,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yep.
which removes abilities from you, and
Oh.
so you can still operate, but you're going to be like, oh, I can't do certain
We will
things.
get into that. I generally don't play with exhaustion when I have new players at my
Mhm.
table. I will play with it eventually, just because, to be fair, in 5th edition, it's very hard to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
And the game isn't what kills you. Exhaustion is what kills you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. If you just don't get a break, it's like, oh my god.
Like, you get so many points of exhaustion that your heart literally stops because you
You just-
cannot go on any further, and your
my
body just
gosh.
gives up.
Yep.
That's like a rule.
Well, if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get rest,
Yep.
like you don't get your spells back. Like you use all your spells, you only get so many spells that you can cast, and so
Oh, okay.
you have to have a long rest before your spell slots come back. So you
Mm-hmm.
get 3
If
level
you get enough
1s,
points
4
of
level
exhaustion,
2s.
you start losing hit points
Mhm.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's
Oh,
rough.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound
Oh,
rough.
wow.
So,
And I think a long rest only removes like one thing of exhaustion, doesn't it?
right. No, actually,
Correct.
I think a long.
No, actually, I want to say it's every 24 hours. Once you get a point of exhaustion, you have to rest for a whole day.
For yeah, so it'd be like 3 long rests basically.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah,
All right,
that's
Tim.
Dungeons and Dragons. We're in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
So
Right. All right, where are we at?
until that time, I'm not looking at you, Heather, and Arcana, because I, love D&D too. So yeah, Heather would like. Are you going to try to push for more of a reward for this assistance,
Oh,
or
I didn't
were you
realize
just
there was an
joking around?
option.
No, we
No.
want to
You
reward.
can.
Right,
Yeah.
Captain.
Like he asked you, would you do
So-
us the kindness of looking into this? You're going to say depends. What's in it for us? Or are you going to be like, yeah, sure, we'll help you out with this?
No, that's my response.
So what's in
Which
it for
one?
us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
we work much better when we're comfortable, and comfort costs money. So, what do you say?
I
The
got that.
Wilkington looks around him at the food on the table, the tankards that are filled with various different drinks, the 5 beds that have been set aside for you all. He says, looks like you've got plenty of food, drink, and comfort here.
Well, if we stay here, but we're
You
going to
didn't
go
think I
on
was
the
going to make this
road,
easy
so-
on you, did you?
No, we're going to hit the road pretty soon. We don't want to say we don't appreciate the hospitality. This is great, and we've been through a lot. Fighting those things was not like an easy thing. We're going to be
Especially if
we're going to
things
walk
are
out the front door pretty soon.
What they said.
So,
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
oh, Captain, my Captain.
Does it look
I'm
like
sh-
he's about to
Yeah,
budge at
that's
all?
it.
I'm sure the captain will gladly hear anything you have to offer, and we can negotiate from there.
He arches one of his brows. He is very annoyed at the moment. I was under the auspices that you were sent here by General Raubon. Is that not correct?
That's true.
Yes.
Correct.
That is
Yeah,
technically true.
He
So
asked
should
us
I
to-
send a courier to the Flame General and let him know that the adventurers that were so vaunted throughout all of Uldad were more greedy pirates, or the type that are willing
Oh.
to risk hide or hair for their country?
Blackmail, is it?
Yeah. And we've done our
Uh,
job. We've done our job well.
Yeah, we felt, we fought, we scouted the area, we have info, and we can bring that back.
We haven't scouted the area for the things that Raban wanted us to yet. We've just
Yeah.
come in and taken care of wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But we already helped with their wildlife problem. They haven't
They
done
help with their
anything else.
problem, not with Raubon's problem.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not why Raban sent us here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
we were sent here to do a mission for Robon. So shall we send a courier back to Ul'dah stating that one of his generals is getting in the way of doing his mission?
And what is the mission that you were sent here? Do you know that?
I do, but I don't know if it's something that I should be sharing with anybody else.
Oh hell yeah!
That's
Sorry.
good.
Very good point. You go, girl.
Yeah. 10, does it look like he's about to budge at all? Like, are we
He's like,
persuading
He's
him?
clearly, like I said, he's still just very, very, very annoyed at this entire thing.
Mhm.
Our last, kind of think of the words for it, sorry. Our last request for assistance was to have somebody to come out and help investigate what's setting all the wildlife afraid like this. All you've done so far is killed 3 basilisks. So if you want a reward, we'll always take away 2 of their beds. That's 1 bed for each basilisk.
wait, what? You're gonna take
We
away
take away
your
a
bed?
bed?
Yeah, that's if you want a reward for helping killing the wildlife, then I'll give you the food and drink is on the house, and I'll give you 1 bed per basilisk you killed. Killed 3 basilisks. Now you guys get 3 beds to sleep in.
Oh, for like resting.
In other
Mhm.
words, he's saying, I don't care for your attitude, so I'm going to start taking crap away unless you
Mhm.
can prove to me a better reason why you should be giving me stuff.
Oh, dang.
And
So he's not budging.
TLDR, my roll was really high.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay. Well,
We tried.
yeah, I have a
We
feeling
gave
we're
it a
not
shot.
gonna go back to Malvon. So,
Yeah.
all right. We'll take a look then.
Tail literally tucked between her legs, because you get it, Makate?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you gotta take some L's.
Sometimes you gotta take some L.
The flame sergeant suggests very kindly, it says, well, since we've reached an accord, I would recommend that you all gather information around Camp Blue Frog first. Ask around, see what people know. There's not all soldiers here, after all. A couple of soldiers, of course, may have seen other things because we were spread so thin, but my eyes can't be everywhere.
Hmm.
Mhm.
All right.
So I guess we'll look around, ask some soldiers.
Soldiers and yeah, maybe civilians
Cool.
if we see any.
Maybe some merchants.
Yeah. Especially if they're like traveling merchants.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember
So,
this
as
area.
you guys are wandering through Blue Frog, you see a Lullafellan man and overhear him muttering to himself, "This is a catastrophe, a catastrophe. The murderous monster has made a mess of my merchandise. It's scattered everywhere, and I simply do not have the time to find it all myself. Ah! A 9-time employee of the month, employee of the moon at Amalja and Sons, which should be me, yes, thank you, should not have to suffer such swings and trials and such outrageous misfortune." He's saying this all to himself, of course.
Mhm.
Clearly hoping somebody overhears him.
Well, if he is a merchant of the moon, maybe he's got money to spare for people who are willing to go and pick up his crap that he left lying around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he definitely has money to spare. He's a Lullafell from Ul'dah.
Yeah.
Right. I guess we can go up to him and ask if he needs any assistance.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think, tall one? Like, look at my stall. Look at my carriage. Everything is just. I don't even know where half of it is. I'm lost with almost I don't know, 20, 30,000 gil worth of merchandise here.
Oh wow,
Wow.
That- that's rough.
You lost that much?
No, it give or take.
Mhm.
Okay.
You happen to remember about where you lost it?
Yeah.
Where you were
I know
attacked?
what happened when everything went chaos. As soon as everything started attacking, the soldiers were trampling and knocking over everything, trying to get to their quote unquote positions as the sergeant was spouting orders left and right. And next
Mm.
thing I know, I can't find half of my stuff. Who knows? Maybe some of the monsters ate it. I don't know. I had really nice fruits.
So it happened here in
Yeah,
camp
what,
and not.
what was your what were the wares?
Yeah.
He's just got various things, potions, stuff like that. Like
Kind of a general,
a couple of different
general
meal
vendor.
baskets. Yeah, he's just a general goods vendor. Yeah,
Okay.
Curious if it was crystals.
nothing of note.
If there's any crystals.
Yeah.
You're not trying to transport any crystals to any
Yeah, to any,
Rochas, are you?
right, right.
It was a month ago. How do you remember that?
Right.
It's traumatic.
So this happened in the camp then during the most
Yes.
recent attack, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we could like kind
Look
of
around.
look around, see if there's any signs of stuff.
I would be most appreciative of it
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely.
Right, so for everybody who wants to help try to gather the stuff, give me a mind check.
Oh
So you're
boy.
going to roll a 20-sided die and add your mind modifier to it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Mine.
Not a great.
Paladin's
I do
like
not
crap.
Yeah.
Very low mind.
Any?
2.
You did it again, yeah.
Ugh.
Good job.
Woo! 18 plus 2, 20.
Ooh.
Oh, good job.
Clock strikes twice. Or clock. Wait, what is it? Clock is right twice a day at least.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's right.
12. Oh, wait, mine?
Oh, nice.
Mind,
Mind.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mind.
mind.
9.
I'm at 7.
I went from a 12 to a 9.
I'm right behind you,
I'm
Heather.
sorry,
I'm at
hon.
4.
That's just funny. You poor thing. She's like, look, I'm an intelligence caster, not a healer.
Pretty much.
Turns her nose up at Oliver.
But wait, what did Oliver roll?
I got 7.
Was that a roll or was that with the bonus?
Is that with your bonus or
Oh,
without?
I rolled a 2.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Ouch.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
14.
the smart ones don't seem so smart now, huh?
Yeah, both of the
Mika, what'd you get?
14.
14. Yeah, both the casters have no freaking idea. Well,
So I'm drawing on my
Darian, Sharilla, and Val managed to have no problems locating the various goods that have been sprawled around. Most of it has suffered light damage, but nothing that would, cause the value to drop. It was clear that, this was caused from soldiers rushing to the battlements and stuff like that.
not like a deliberate
On the other hand,
stealing.
Oliver found a really nice shiny rock.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Ooh, a shiny rock.
Like a crystal? Or...
And no, just a shiny rock. For the record, and for everybody watching, the role of the dungeon master myself is all being told from the perspective of a red panda with a superiority complex.
Oh, really?
Right.
So, meanwhile, Arcana and her carbuncle was sitting in the corner sharing a sandwich that was not made very well because it only had cheese on
What? I was hungry.
That's my nice way of saying that the two of them didn't make the roll and the rest of them did.
Mhm.
Once you guys returned all of everything to them, he looks over and he does some counting on his fingers and points around and everything. Yes, fine job. Yes, very fine job. At least someone around priorities straight. He gives a side eye to Arcana and Oliver. I wish I could leave this wretched place and slam the door behind me for good measure, but important work keeps me here, and I'm at my wit's end for I'll have you know. Eerie sounds come from the north that have been keeping me awake for days now, and I am nothing without my beauty sleep. Oh, I do hope I'm recalled to Uldar and given a nice cushy job with a nice cushy chair. 12 knows I deserve it. What's that eerie sound? The eerie sounds? Honestly? Are your ears stuffed with chocobo downs? Stop bothering me and head to the cerulean processing plant. You can't miss those vexatious sounds there.
Well, I was just about to ask him about those sounds, but okay.
Or should we just head down there?
As he like kind of gives you the hand wave, brushing you away, he tosses a ether towards you all. Let me pull out my item bag again. Search.
And do we actually hear these sounds that he's talking about, or?
No, no.
Okay.
That's his nice way of giving you some information without giving you some information.
Of course.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's trying not to seem grateful while being grateful. Because Merchant of the Moon. So yeah, he'll toss that at one of you guys, and you can hang on to that. Mainly, probably one of the casters.
I was gonna say one of the casters, probably.
Because that's an ether,
sure.
yeah. That's another thing, Maker. You do have MP on your sheet.
Yeah.
And even though your abilities don't use MP, it is still imperative that you at least keep track of it, because there are going to be abilities that come into play later on that may make you like lose MP or something like that. So yeah, here's this. One of you casters can take that on the board.
Heather should probably take it. I have one in my bag already.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Heather has two, so Arcana, you get that one. Okay. As you continue looking around, where did it go? Sorry, I got sidetracked. That was fun. Okay, as you continue walking around, a Hungarian woman approaches you and introduces herself. She says, "Excuse me, my name is Flame Private Second Class Adelina. I'm rather busy with, well, everything that has just happened. Part of the northern barricade was badly damaged during the attack, and it's my job to repair it, but I don't have much of a team. I lost 2 of my battalion in the attacks, and the rest of them have been sectioned off into more other important portions of the area. So I saw how quickly and actually you handled those basilisks, and I was wondering if maybe ...
Maybe
She bats her eyelashes at... I don't know.
She's trying to be charming.
Arcana. Yeah.
I've got got a carbuncle. Charm doesn't work on me. I've got something cuter.
I've got something
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
funny.
Maybe Dar. Maybe Dar will fall for the charms. I mean, we could help if there's some Gil involved.
We're always down for
No,
Gil.
I don't have much for Gil, but I think I might have something in my pack. I'll tell you what, let's get this done first, and I'll see what I can put together for you.
Sure.
All right.
Hmm. She seems.
Okay, everybody give me a strength check.
Strength. Is that 20?
Yep. 50-20.
Another 20-sided plus your strength bonus. Yep.
So that is a 19 plus 4. So 23.
15. Do.
13.
1. Okay.
14 for me.
14.
It's a strength check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. 14 for me then.
Okay.
8.
7.
No? It's okay. Eventually, with the combined teamwork of the 5 of you plus Adelina, you do finally finish making the repairs on the barricade. She wipes her brow, sweat coming off, and says, "Whew, that got done in a twinkling thanks to you guys. Investigating the monster attacks, are you? Well, truth is, I don't know much, but I can tell you that it was only about 3 days ago that this whole mess started. Until then, the monsters were out doing, I don't know, whatever it is the damned beasts normally do. For helping me, though, and for doing such an incredible job, I did promise you something, so take this potion. Hopefully it'll help you should you find yourselves out and about and get attacked again." And she pulls out a high potion and presents it to you.
Hmm.
Oh, you Dar.
I
Yeah.
probably should take that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Bam.
I really want to do it, but I'm going to refrain. My mind wants to just like boop his little nose and be like, "No, thank you." But you little
She's-
punum dear.
Yeah. She's really laying it on thick. So it started.
Yeah, after that, you guys do some more rounds around Camp Blue Frog, and for the most part, the other people that you asked don't really have anything that they saw, or all they know is that it's about the same information. About 3 days
3
ago or
days.
so is when everything went to crap, and they've heard some rumblings coming from the cerulean processing plant.
Okay. So
Okay.
it seems fairly obvious that there's something new going on there. Like I would expect a processing plant to have some rumblings anyways, but this seems to be something different from normal.
Hmm.
Mm.
And we do still have our
Excuse
masked
me.
friend.
That's right. I had forgotten about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that right? So
Wait,
what
the
do we
master friend?
do at this point?
The guy that was working with the
This is
Amalja.
where we're starting to get to the open-ended portion. You've asked around Camp Blue Frog. You
Okay.
know that something is happening at the cerulean processing plant. So
I mean, we have an option of going to the ceruleum processing plant,
Mm-hmm.
completing that, and then finishing up what's going on with our current quest with Roban. I think with the masked man, that's kind of like a background thing that we'll have to maybe investigate later.
I was thinking more that they may be related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we know
They
that
could
he had
They
some
could be.
machinery that he had, you know, because remember we saw
Mhm.
like the machinery scrapings. So maybe
Right.
that could be
Oh, true.
something
Right.
related in here.
Mhm. I mean, I guess going straight to the processing
Go to the
plant,
plant.
yeah, would be next.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, surprisingly enough, between the camp and the processing plant, it's pretty quiet now. Either the Immortal Flames have managed, and you guys as well, have managed to push out the monsters far enough where they're restructuring and getting together for another assault, or you've driven them off completely. Either way, no incident between here and there. Upon arriving at the processing plant, though, you come same place. I don't know if any of you remember going out there. It's been a minute for some of us. There's the gigantic pipes that lead to geysers spouting out blue mist, almost like if you didn't know it wasn't fire, you wouldn't think it. You would think it's blue fire.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's ceruleum that's being pumped out of the ground and processed for use in different types of machinery. In the dead center of the processing plant is a solitary building. And even with all the clamoring of the machines working and doing all of their processing stuff, you can still hear the sounds of song and hooting and hollering aplenty.
It kind of broke up on you. Said something and it broke up.
You hear even through the sound of the machines doing their processing and stuff. You can still hear the sound. You can still see a sound. My brain stopped working. Sorry. You can still see a single solitary building, and even through all of that machinery noise, you can hear song coming from inside. People singing, dancing, laughing, cheering.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And just general revelry coming from inside this solitary building.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, that seems.
Invite ourselves to this party.
Right.
As you enter into the building,
clubbing
it's
tonight.
exactly what you might think it is. It is a tavern of sorts. No inn here. Might find someplace else to sleep, but 1 a.m. you don't have to stop drinking, but you have to stop drinking here.
Yeah. Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Exactly. Probably a good 2-3 dozen different machine operators. You can tell they're machine operators because there's no armor anywhere to be seen. Faces are covered with dirt and other sort of like marks of general hard workmanship, as it were. As soon as you walk in, though, and a moment or two passes, the whole area falls deathly silent as their eyes glance at you all at once.
That's not
And
unsettling.
then they go back to their partying and it's all over and they're back to doing their thing again. There's multiple tables, people drinking. You can tell these aren't just drinking. There's people drinking, though. They're having drinking contests.
Oh, dear.
That seems, yeah.
Drinking the merch that got stolen.
That's not good.
Yeah,
The merch that got rough sold was put back already.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not unsettling at all. The whole turning in unison, basically, and looking at us.
They were just looking to see who the heck walked into the bar. They figured everybody who works there was there.
Okay, I guess that's a reasonable explanation, I suppose.
Sure. I mean, it's that old movie trope of, you know, it's a very small town bar and somebody who they've never seen before walks in, so that just that everybody falls just completely silent. They're like, screw it. Just go back to it.
What time of day is it?
They haven't shot anybody yet.
Yeah.
Probably mid-afternoon-ish.
Okay, so that seems a little odd to be drinking in Revelry in the middle of the day. If they're,
Is it
you
though?
would think that they would be working on a shift.
Are they like possessed? Are they of sound mind aside from drunken stupor?
There's no shot in hell. These guys are, well, most of them are of sound mind, quote unquote.
Right, yeah, they're probably drunk.
Like, again, there's a lot of drinking happening here.
Yeah.
Does
Anything,
someone look like they're in charge?
I was gonna say, yeah, anything look out of sorts in the bar, or even I guess in the town?
Nope, it's pretty normal, average bar. I mean, it's kind of run down. It's in the middle of a refinery plant, so, you know, it's not the best well-kept place on the planet, but as far as you can see, just from initial glances, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. Is there a barkeep?
Sure. Yeah, there's a couple. We'll say a hiring man and a, just because it's funny, an Ellison woman.
Okay.
We can't just ask like in general, is this normal? I guess I'm confused as to like, are we even in the right room to be looking for something suspicious, or is this like normal?
Well, there's no other rooms here other than like a I guess you would consider most everything happens underground at the processing plant. And then, you know,
People work here.
shipping crates get brought out and carts pulled by Chocobo are what is used to transport the cerulean tanks from one place to another. That's general knowledge. You would know that.
Yeah.
So is there I don't know, anything suspicious? Like, can we as a
The only
group-
suspicious thing, I mean, it's up to
Yeah,
you
the
guys.
squeaks.
Like, so far the only suspicious thing I've heard is that it's in the afternoon and everybody's drinking when
you would
it sounds like they should be
think they should be working.
working.
Right.
Yeah. Do we know where
Wanna talk to somebody?
Oh yeah, there's that option.
There's a lot of people you could talk to.
What were you gonna say?
He said it's about 2 to 3 dozen.
I was just wondering if we knew where the entrance to the mine is, to maybe investigate a little bit down in there to see if it's empty of all these people, or if there's actually people down there working, and then maybe these people are just on a break, even though they're getting drunk on their break.
I'm sure you could go outside, look around, and find the entrance. It's hard enough. And by hard enough, I mean not very hard at all.
Yeah, we
I
could
don't
just
know
go
if
outside
I
and look.
want to go looking in a mine when we've got all these potentially hostile people up here.
Yeah, because I'm
And I
still
don't know
definitely
if I wanna
suspicious of them.
split the party either.
Oh yeah, no. That is generally never a good idea.
Wait, sorry. What is not a good idea?
to split the party.
Oh, splitting the party. Okay.
Yeah.
3 hours later, 2 of your party members haven't come back.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
It's assuming they're dead.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can try to.
I need to make a picture of Oliver on Oliver's picture on the side of a milk carton now.
Yeah.
Would
Have you seen this? Have you seen this cat?
Please contact Adam 8-Bit for more information. Oh my god, this actually kind of needs to happen.
10 for now. Would it be possible to do like a quick save and then possibly
we can do a quick save right here. It's a perfect place for it.
Yeah.
You guys can mull it over, think about what you want to do. Like I said, you got about, I would say, close to 30, 35-ish people here in the inn and or tavern, rather. It's not an inn. So, and you guys can pick about if you want to go find the mines or ask around.
Yeah, investigate here.
Quick save for the win.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And that will do it for this one.
Yeah.
See, we got a little taste of role play in there. That's how this happens, except as you get used to it, it'll become more natural. These are the moments where you would talk as your character instead of saying like, can I say I say this to the person.
Mm-hmm.
You could just say, I look to the guy and say,
oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I look to the Rogadin and say that I don't appreciate his tone. Or you'd be like, well, I look at the Rogadin and you know what, sir? I don't appreciate your tone. Just straight up,
Right.
like, role play it out. Let me think that you are your character. It's called immersion.
Right.
My immersion.
So yeah, great first session back and great first session, Val. If you have any other questions about anything.
Okay.
You did great, by the way. Like I said, your D&D knowledge is going to work out really well. Mm-hmm. It's just like a matter of knowing what everything does and going from there.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Tin.
Thank you much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Hey, Tinny,
Yes.
are you coming to Guild Wars tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
I should be. What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Sunday.